By continuing with this program, you have therefore agreed to take zero offence to what is being said. After all, it is called Don't Get Offended. Duh.
So we're not rolling.
Damn.
Yo, yo, yo. Testing 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2.
I'm back.
We're on, man. We're on.
I'm back.
We're on, man.
We're here now.
If you ever knew.
Just don't get offended out here, man. Oh, I tell you, it's been a hectic week.
Yeah, man. Don't judge a book by its cover.
You know what? I'm going to be like Ryan. I'm literally going to be like Ryan. I'm going to say, you know what? This week was fabulous. Fabulous. Positive.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing, man.
Amazing. I amazingly did nothing.
I'm going to dampen it and I'm going to say it wasn't amazing for me. It wasn't. It's only, do you know what? Everything was all right, but my phone.
Oh, it's because you live in East London. That's why.
No, my battery's done. Like as in like when I use it, I use it for what? Literally like I can use it for about a minute and then it's gone down like 30, 40, 50%.
You see, bruv, I could listen to this, but I don't want to.
I know you don't want to because you're going to lecture me now.
You're in a phone shop. Get a new phone.
I was going to say that as well.
So
it's not just like that.
it is like that. How old's your phone?
You can be a manager.
How old is your phone?
Of a
How old
store.
is your phone?
iPhone 7.
Right, so it's iPhone 7. That means he has upgraded in a wow.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm comfortable with...
You got an iPhone 7?
I've got an iPhone 7.
Oh.
I've also... No, but I've got the Samsung Galaxy
So one minute. So
S20,
you sold me...
S20 Plus.
You sold me the
which is the
iPhone.
new one, the 5G one.
Okay.
I've got that one as well.
You sold me the iPhone 9, iPhone 10, iPhone 11, iPhone... I haven't done iPhone 12 yet.
Yeah.
And you still got iPhone 7. And you're selling me all the advice.
I'm basic. I'm basic.
This is why I don't want to listen to it.
You know what? Let me back up Chris with this one. The iPhone 7 was the best iPhone I actually personally had. Yes, it was.
Do you have an iPhone 7 now, though?
Absolutely not.
Right, exactly.
Listen.
Does anyone have an iPhone 7?
I like the size of it. I love the size of the phone.
So does the iPhone 7 still function on the new iOS network? Or what?
He doesn't upgrade it either.
Oh, so you're one of them council ones. It's like, nah, it keeps popping up. Council.
Yeah, reminder. Remind me later.
Oh, wow.
Remind me later.
And what's wrong with the phone now? Did you say?
It's the battery. The battery's done.
Right, there's a
Then you need to upgrade.
And the port as well. No, but listen, I've got a guy that can just fix it for me.
Right.
It's because we're in lockdown, he can't do it.
Right.
You know what
But
I mean?
you can get phones in lockdown. You can just have it delivered to your house. I've upgraded in lockdown.
Yeah, but you're on Vodafone.
It doesn't matter what I'm on.
They're different.
So the iPhone 7 is you've kept it for what? Simplicity.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Why don't you just keep
I'm
3210
basic.
then? Just
I'm
kept the
basic.
3210 then.
I would have. If it was still working. If it was still working.
You could go and buy a 3210.
No, I'm not going to go out and buy a 3210. I'm talking about if I had a 3210 that was still working, I'll probably still be using it.
Listen.
Do you know what I mean?
I think he would actually. I actually do think. Actually, you got one, haven't you?
What? No, I've got a 5146, the face-off one I found in my cupboard ages ago.
You found it?
Yeah, the face-off.
And it's still working?
Yeah, it's in the box and everything.
Raw.
Right, because I look after my stuff, bruv.
All right, so you know what? Let's just play this game real quick. What was the first phone you man actually had? The very first phone. Can you
Ericsson
remember?
338. The one with where it had flashing lights when you left it on in the dark. It was like, boy, them was in your room.
In your room.
Yeah.
I've heard that so many times.
It's true though,
You've said
man.
that so many
It's
times.
true though. It's facts. It's true. That was the Ericsson 338 was the one.
Yeah, no, it was a big phone.
You know what I mean? It was thick. It was durable. It had the little aerial.
The green, it was like a little rectangle block.
I remember everyone at school had that.
Yeah, man.
I remember. I found, because my stepdad used to work in the Underground, London Underground, and he found a Motorola time port. Do you remember?
Oh,
yes, that was my first phone.
damn.
Do you remember those? Yeah, they were serious, weren't they?
You know what? My first phone was actually a Motorola Graphite.
I can't
A
remember.
Graphite. So basically, it literally looked like practically half the size of an actual brick, like the same width and diameter, but not the same thickness. And it was grey. It was like a metallic grey. And then the aerial, you had to pull the aerial up to answer the phone and that.
Wow.
I remember that. but you know what? To be honest with you, actually, it wasn't my phone. It was my dad's phone. So it was my phone on the weekend and his phone in the daytime.
So that wasn't your phone then. So what was your phone then?
My actual phone was the baby Ericsson, the PH78.
Oh yeah,
Remember the very small Ericsson, very small
flip,
screen.
The flip. Is it the flip?
The flip phone. Yeah.
I lost that in a cab one night, man.
Long.
I remember that.
Long.
That's when I was living in Walthamstow.
That is so long.
Yeah, I lost it in a cab coming back from somewhere.
I've lost many things in Walthamstow. Many things. Keys. I've got to issue 10 on my bank cards.
Oh man.
Wow.
House keys. What did I say?
They knew you, innit?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Remember that time when we went Vegas and I left my my phone? It was the iPhone 5.
My gosh, that was
in a cab. I left it in a cab.
That was his whole night done. I need to find his phone. It's gonna be
Look, man, did you find it?
Yeah. I used Ryan's phone and I rang it. Like basically, you couldn't switch the phone off.
Right.
Like the button, the on button, the off button, you couldn't.
So that was another.
It was stuck.
It was another dodgy phone that you.
It was another dodgy phone,
you go.
but because it was stuck, the button was stuck. They couldn't turn the phone off. So therefore, when I'm ringing, you're gonna have to pick up eventually. And I rang it about 15 times. I picked up Ryan's phone. I rang it about 15 times, and then they picked up. And then it was these American person who was
Obviously,
like,
you're in Las Vegas, bro.
oh, it could have been someone else. I mean, I was English, you know what I mean? And then this guy picks up and he goes, and who is this? And I'm like, listen, bro, you got my phone, right? He's like, stop shouting at me. I said, bro, I'm not shouting at you. I'm just trying to say to you, I've got my phone. Yeah, you don't need to shout at me. And I'm like, bro, I'm not shouting. I'm just asking for my phone. Okay. He said he was gonna drop it at the Venetian.
Yeah, Venetian. I remember.
Yeah, he said, it's at the Venetian.
Mission. That's a mission.
Yeah, I thought I'm jumping in a cab and I'm going to the Venetian. I'm going to pick it up. And what did I do? I went there, went to pick it up, and got my phone back.
That's it.
And that was it. There's no.
No,
like,
but that still took a long time, though, didn't it?
it was the process of it, and my heart rate.
It was long.
Yeah, it was very, very.
I remember you was gone for a while.
I was gone for a while. My first phone though was the 5146.
Face off.
Nokia face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Yeah.
I was eyeing it up. I remember I was working in Curry's at the time, and I was eyeing it up in the cage. I was thinking to myself, yeah, man.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it on Pay As You Go.
I remember you had this phone for ages. What was it? It's like
I've had so many phones.
it's like a brown case, like a brown.
Yeah, 6210.
Had that for years.
It was like sort of multicolour.
Yeah, like
yeah,
a brownie
yeah.
grey.
That was my best phone. I love that.
I know
phone.
because you had it for a long time.
All right, so moving on. What's the worst phone you ever had?
I don't really think.
Ericsson T28. I think that was the worst. It was one phone I dreamt about like buying for like ages. You know when you dream, you go to sleep, you think I'm gonna have this phone. This phone is gonna get me so much gal as soon as I have this phone. You know what I mean?
So wait, you thought the phone was getting you gal?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of those guys that walk down the street like that, so you can see it.
That was the whole point of getting that phone. I thought, yeah, this phone is gonna get me gal.
What brand was it?
It was
Nokia. No.
Yeah, Sony Ericsson.
Oh, Ericsson.
Or was it Ericsson? I can't remember. No, it wasn't Sony. It was Ericsson. Ericsson T28. It was such a disappointment. It was like it was a flop. The phone was terrible, and I sold it. I think I sold it about after a few days. I was just like, I don't want this phone now. That's it. I'm done.
Well, my worst phone I had was the best game phone I had. The Nokia N-Gage. Remember that?
No.
Remember the N-Gage? So it was like a... Huh? Yeah, it was like a block kind of phone.
Oh, that
and then the main game on it was Sonic the Hedgehog. I was just
remember
banging that Sonic the Hedgehog all day. But then for me to actually answer the phone, I have to have the phone like this. Hello?
I remember
And
that.
my hands over
That's
here, and it's like
long.
this. So it basically encouraged you to actually have headphones for you to speak to somebody over the phone. But that was the worst phone I had, but the best gaming phone I had.
Right.
But it was the worst phone. It was terrible for a phone.
Mine was I think it was like it was a Samsung, like a screen. So this is a bit later on, obviously, in the technology of phones. Maybe, but it was so delayed. Like you'd press it, and it's like, and then it would move. I was like, that's what put me off Samsung. Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. I don't know what they're like now, but it's always put me off Samsung. Because it's like had this long, like you press it, and you feel like the little vibration. But you press it, and then you get the vibration. It's like when you want to do things quick, and it's just got that like half a second delay. That put me off. Yeah.
That's long. Yeah.
I don't really know. I've been happy with all my phones. I haven't really.
Man's just upgrading every year.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yes, it's like, and now with Apple, it's not really an upgrade, is it?
No,
it's just
the same.
It's the same thing. It's like I got a new phone.
Yeah,
okay, let me just transfer it over. It's done. Like, so you don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I've never really had like a bad phone that I could think, oh my god, it was terrible. It was like I upgraded with the times, man. Bringing me back to you.
What are you looking at me for, man?
Upgrade with the times, man. That's all you gotta do.
Listen, I've got a Samsung S20 Plus.
Do you use
5G? I do use it.
Okay,
It's being used right now, like as a camera.
Oh, is that it there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that one don't ring you on that.
Yeah, because
who rings you on
a work
that?
phone.
Oh, so that's the work phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay. You know what?
So what about the iPhone 12?
No. My workplace gave me the phone, so it's my phone.
So
But it's just a work phone.
Your number that everybody calls you on
is on the iPhone.
So what about the iPhone 12? The new iPhone 12. What's that like?
The iPhone 12.
Is it good?
It must be decent.
Oh, it's not out yet.
No, it's out.
Oh, it's out.
But I don't use it.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Do you remember the girl that was selling? I'm not going to name the girl.
Name her.
When was in Red Cart, man, in Redbridge.
Does she use it? What, Nadine or?
she was selling Nokias. 5140.
Nokias?
Yeah, Nokias. 5146. Nokias.
Nokia.
Oh. She was selling them. Nah, I remember I told you, get them. She was only selling them for like 50 quid, brand new in a box. That's how I got my Nokia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, that was
5146.
I probably wasn't listening, man.
You never listen, bruv. This is the thing, because I remember she had a loan, and I said to her, boom, like, how much are they? She went 50 quid. And at that time, it was like, all right, cool.
How much is she getting them for?
I don't know where she was getting them from, but she had them brand new in the box.
That was stolen.
My thing was new. When I took it out, new.
Yeah, you definitely stolen it, because you're not getting that cheap. You're not buying it for cheaper, so you're obviously getting it for free.
She's getting them from somewhere. Yeah, she used to
She
sell
still
them.
sell phones.
I don't know, man. I lost contact with her.
Okay.
The big hands girl. Think about it. It will come to you later when you're driving home.
Oh, that's mad. Do you know what? I think after the lockdown, I definitely changed my phone.
No shit, Sherlock.
I'm actually surprised. Like Apple have actually allowed that to like still work, because normally their trick is to
they keep upgrading and like they
Yeah,
upgrade the system.
I think that's what they're doing with my phone.
the battery shouldn't last that long anyway.
Nah, the battery's done. Like it's done. Like even now, look, right? Let's see how much it is. It's on 61% right now.
Yeah.
Right, and I'll check the percentage at the end of the show. And that
It will just drop
it will drop
without you using it.
Without me using it. It will drop.
Oh yeah,
It already dropped.
To be honest, I'm surprised it's working. I'm just so surprised.
I got up to about 90 before I left. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And I ain't used it. So.
It's probably I mean, I'm surprised it's still working. I know Apple like to, because remember back in the day you could remove the back of the battery and get a new one. You can't do that.
Can't do that. No, they want you to upgrade.
They actually got a fine. I think it was last year. It was for 27 million because they were purposely slowing down phones and so that people could get upgrades. But their argument is that they were saying that they're only slowing it down to keep the longevity. Yeah, right. That's why
longevity of what?
Yeah, so your phone lasts longer.
Ah, rubbish.
But yeah.
But what's 27 million to Apple really? That's like £10, isn't it? It's just like, all right, we'll pay it.
They're probably
carry on.
sitting in the courtroom. Is that it? What? 27 million?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. That's an awful lot of money.
Yeah, we just sell 3 million of them. They're covered.
Exactly. That's it.
What they're doing a day, half a day.
Exactly. It's not a problem for them, man.
Yeah.
They got more money than the government, innit?
Well,
Than the American government.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Damn. What's going on with Trump, man? Is he impeached or is he not impeached?
Listen, man, that whole thing, man.
They're
Trump,
impeaching him, man.
Yeah, I know.
Trump.
Crazy.
They've used it. They used him.
They don't want him to come back because he could easily get if they didn't do this, he could easily get re-elected.
Yeah.
In what 4 years or whatever time. Easy, man. He's got 75 million people that voted for him.
Yeah, it's scary.
And they will vote for him again if he came into it, right? So they have to do it because they don't want Trump back in.
Did you see that guy that he put up a post? Some white guy. He had "Make America Great Again" hat, and he had a black kid next to him. He was like, "This is my son." So all you people that say all our all the Trump fans are racist, we're not. This is my son. It just looks so like, oh
Well,
man, you got a token black guy, just like a little
like,
black boy.
Come here.
Yeah, but what's it called? Trump's got so many black supporters, you know.
No, he's got loads. I've seen loads in the crowds. I've seen loads of them.
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the whole thing with Trump, right, is that he was purposely put in there to bring him down and to bring everything that he stands for down. He's a puppet. He's a puppet. This is a whole charade to make you think that, you know, that there was some sort of justice. A lot of people are celebrating, like I said, a lot of people are celebrating Biden getting in, but they're celebrating their freedoms getting taken away. In the long term, the freedoms are going to get taken away. So everything that Trump stands for, I'm not saying he ain't a good guy. No way. He's not a good guy at all, but he was used as a puppet.
Well, it's the devil you do, devil you don't, isn't it? It's like, okay, we won out, but now we're going with another guy who's probably just as bad. So, but majority of them are bad.
Oh, they're all bad.
Name one good president, or
bad.
furthermore, one good prime minister.
They're all bad. and
And
Obama's the worst.
You can't. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you why. The reason why as well is because they can never win. Whatever opinions they have or whatever rules they put into place, everyone's not going to be happy. You know, there's no right. I mean, you can't please everyone anyway.
Just nuke everything, man. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it. Press the button. What we say, my mum?
Press the button.
You be like, "Oh, Putin, what you saying? What? Do you know I got this button here? I will use it."
Do you know what? I don't like my life anyway. Bang.
Oh God, we're only joking. Oh, try to cancel us, man. Listen, man, we are. You know what? Speaking of which, right? OnlyFans, right? Now there was a when we put up the last post,
Yeah.
and people are saying they'll actually pay for the podcast. It's crazy.
Wait. Are they paying for the podcast or are they paying to see Mussa?
Well, this is it. You know, we don't know, but it was crazy. They were like, "Yeah, we'll pay." It was like we were joking, like we're not really gonna do this, but people were on it.
I mean, if they want to sponsor it, if they've got a business and they want to sponsor the show, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best way to do it.
100%.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it.
That's it.
So, guys, if you got any, like, if you have a business that you need to get out there or make your business aware of, then yeah, get in touch.
That's
And
it.
we'll shout you out, and you know, we can discuss a fee, and away we go. But
Where did they get in touch though? So
Press Pause Network, the Instagram or our Instagrams, they're all whoever.
You can message us.
Doesn't
through
matter.
Instagram.
Message us. It's free to DM us, slide in them DMs, you know. It's not a problem. You know, my wife does vet them, so it's fine. Right, so this is the Don't Get Offended show. My name is John Alexander on the Press Pause Network. Let's do this.
I'm Chris Samuels, God-fearing Elohim's servant, and an actor, director, producer, writer, presenter, you name it, I do it. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, damn,
Just
the mic didn't come
grab
up.
the mic.
And it's Colin Palmer, aka Mr. Rap Stars Limited. Just head the pod, man. We're looking forward to this all week.
And last of all, Ryan John-Baptiste. I bring that fitness, the fitness info to the podcast, but I also just like to chat rubbish as well, you know?
It's good to talk.
Exactly.
It's good to talk. Very, very good.
Whose slogan was that, man?
Oh,
Is it good to talk? It's a slogan.
Was it a bank, isn't it?
I don't know. Or was it?
oh, is that
No,
like
the
a
mobile
phone? That's
company.
mobile, yeah.
The best one. The best one for me was the future's bright. The future's orange. I used to love that one.
Yeah,
Man.
where's that future now?
They're still about, you know.
Orange.
Yeah,
What,
they're
EE?
still about.
What, Orange on their own?
I think so. Yeah, because if you type in orange, it's still there, like
Is it?
somewhere in the
So
background.
you know what? When I went to Amsterdam about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
they got orange out there.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
still in
That's
other
2
countries.
years ago.
Still in
though.
other
Let's
European
see.
countries.
Let's see what they say. Orange.
Yeah, it's still around somewhere.
Yeah, they're still there doing something. Investing
Doing
in
their own thing,
Orange, magazines, something. Yeah. They're doing something. Telecom. Yeah, they're still around doing something.
It's crazy, man. Right, should we get into it, man?
Yeah.
Let's do
Should
it.
we get
I
into it?
also, just a quick shout as well, whilst you're in your lockdown as well, don't forget to check out Chris and Paige on the YouTube channel. 4 episodes up there. There will be more episodes coming up, and also the visuals for Don't Get Offended on the same YouTube page. So just type in Chris and Paige, and also look out for the visuals of Don't Get Offended. First advert will be up tomorrow. So yeah, of the visuals.
Whoa!
I think it's good to get into it now.
All right, man. Well, oh god, wrong one.
You guys sleep.
I was thinking it's not supposed to be purple.
You see, man.
Talk
this
about
is the
sleep, actually. I actually started before you jump into
All right,
it.
man.
That just reminded me. I couldn't sleep the other night, so I went on YouTube and I put in sleep music. Yeah.
That come
No way. Wait, it works.
Well, I woke up in the morning. I was like, yeah. it's like that kind of stuff and like
Soothing.
you know, the water and all that kind of stuff. I was gone, done.
That's the thing. Don't
Yeah.
you hate it, right? When you're really, really tired, real tired, and you thought, yeah, I'm going to bed, and as soon as you get into your bed,
done.
you just can't sleep.
Yeah.
Like you're rolling about, wrestling about.
charged. You're awake.
Yeah.
It's long.
You got stuff on your head.
Yeah, man.
I had the same situation, but it was disturbed by 2 kids, 2 little girls, man. I literally couldn't sleep. So today, I've just took it upon myself to go to a shop, get some lavender spray, and I'm just gonna spray the kids in their face because lavender's meant to fall asleep, man.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I remember one time, me and my missus, we went down to
Hold on.
no, listen.
Hold on. That sounded a bit savage, man. I'm gonna spray them in the face.
Well, you know what? As long as if it gets the job done,
I'm not involved in
It
that.
gets the job done. It's not child abuse. Don't get offended. It's not
I've
child
got
abuse.
nothing to say on this one.
I'm not involved. I don't do that. I just put him to bed. That's it.
Yeah, I put him to bed, and two minutes later she's awake. So tonight I'm spraying lavender spray. I'm spraying lavender spray.
Jesus Christ.
Lavender. Inhale that. Go to sleep.
Oh my days.
Yeah, no, I nicely put my daughter to sleep.
Turn
Nicely.
lights off,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna spray anything in her face.
Oh, wait. I think you better start the show before
Yes,
someone gets in trouble.
Get in trouble, man. Let's get this, man. Right. All right, you know what? Let's start off a little bit light, shall we? Who's the better cook in the household? In your household, people. Who is the better cook?
Well, I would say me. In regards to food, I mean, anyone can follow recipes, right?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, but coming off like your own, just putting things together,
yeah.
that's me for food, 100%. I like to be inventive and cook different things from different cultures. But when it comes to baking, definitely her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baking.
That's all her. Cakes, carrot cake, levels. You've had the carrot cake. Yeah, levels. But yeah, cooking food, that's me. Baking is her, definitely.
Oh, hey. You, man.
See, the thing is that Can I pass this to Colin? Because he better be.
Yo, yeah.
He better be the
I mean, you know, blow the horn, man, blow the horn. look, I'm gonna toot my horn like I'm on the top of a hill. Yeah, of course I'm the best cook. Nah, I'm joking. Listen. Even when me and Ro were actually living together, first off, she was a better cook than me. Listen, you see this whole chef skills that I've been having for the past, year or so? It hasn't been consistent for the duration of me actually cooking. I've only really, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. Since the first lockdown, like last March, that's when I took cooking to a next level.
Like, I think when you study something and you go all in, you can do a lot, right?
Yeah. I mean, people look on Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok. Bruv, I was just addicted, glued to YouTube, Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver and Levi's and the Caribbean Pot. And the thing is, the best thing when it comes to being a chef, don't just use one recipe. You amalgamate 3 or 4 recipes together with different type of, different type of ingredients, with different things that you might not even think. Like, for example, innit, Chris? You and Rianne came around one time, made you a roast. You didn't even know that the chicken was sitting in white wine and lemon. You didn't even know that. Exactly. So literally just experimenting, and that's what I've actually grown as a chef, to just experiment with food. At the end of the day, man, food is there. All the natural ingredients. I don't bother go get tin stuff or natural shallots, natural onions, natural garlic, natural ginger, natural coriander, natural spring onion. All of them things there. That's what makes me best chef in the house, best cook in the house. Bacon. Listen, I leave that to Siobhan and Bella. I tried to do it.
I just eat it. I'm
the
best at eating it.
Bruv, I just eat it. Someone like me will put plain flour and forget to put baking powder, and then half an hour later, this thing ain't risen yet. It's just sitting there. It's like a wormhole.
The thing is, bacon is on another level. Like when I watch British Bake Off, it's on another level. If you're out slightly on one little thing, it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
It's done.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know what? With bacon, if you do, it's like what you said. If you don't have the right grams of flour, right grams of this, right grams of that, if you use 3 eggs rather than 2, it's gonna mess the whole thing up.
Yeah.
So I'm not even looking to delve into that. The only thing I'm actually doing in regards to my business, I'm doing churros at the moment, and those are good. Those are like donuts, but long.
The cinnamon thing.
Yeah, with cinnamon and the sugar. That's a hit. That's all I'm doing with bacon. I'm leaving that. I leave that shit for fun, man. She can deal with that. But you know what? Sometimes after I finish like a long day with cooking, I come home and she's already cooked, and it's as good as what it's as good as what I even cook. So
after a long day, like when you're cooking all day long, does your appetite just disappear when you go home? Because you're in front of food all day long.
When I get home, I want to eat.
Oh, is it?
I'm literally starving, because more time, if I don't have, the Gold Nutrition, the dinners, if I don't eat those during the day, I probably won't eat during the whole day. Like, it's that bad, because I get too busy. Even just this, I know we're going off topic, but just this weekend, I found out that I literally had nearly £1,000 a week business just by doing 3 days. I got to do 4 days now, because people are coming to see me and buy my food.
Yeah.
And I'm just super gassed from it. I'm super gassed from it. So I know it's like, you cook all day, and by the time you get back home, you don't want to cook. But when I get home, I want to eat. You know what I mean? So Mrs. has that already patterned for me. The kids are well taken care of when it comes to their food. Even those fish fingers, cheese and chips. It's so difficult. Well, it's so difficult to get them to just try to eat different things, man. But yeah, I mean, as a chef in the house, I do run that kitchen, man. I run everything in that kitchen, in the trailer as well. But bacon, I mean, I've tried a few times. I do churros. Yeah, I made 1-2 cakes. You know when you get those little frozen cakes from Sainsbury's, you just add water and that's it. Yeah, I can do that. That's all I can do.
All right, Chris, what about you, man?
Well, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie or anything like that. It will be me.
You know, this show just gonna sound so just male chauvinistic pigs.
Yeah,
women are gonna be listening. Oh my God, I bet they can't cook between them all.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the truth, innit? I think, you know what? I look back at my mum and my dad, right? And don't get me wrong, my mum was a banging cook. Yeah, was a banging cook. But when my dad cooked, it was a special occasion.
Levels.
Like, it was like, he like set some bars. Like it was like, oh man, dad is cooking. Like he used to take the weekends. My mum used to take the weekdays and that. So yeah, I think the way that it is at home here now, yeah, I'll probably say I don't cook enough, but when I do, I go in. Like I go in, and Mrs. she loves my cooking. She absolutely loves it. Like there's one dish that I can do. It's barbecue chicken. Next level. What's it called? I make it my own recipe, and that next level. It's like it almost comes out like it's Chinese.
Me that, man. Send me that recipe.
Yeah. Send me that recipe. Listen. Come round one of the days. And I'm gonna make a big batch. But yeah, definitely 100% on that. When it comes to and I'm glad that you man's talked about the baking as well, because I wouldn't have mentioned that. So her baking is pretty good. Pretty good. She does banging cheesecake, like next level cheesecake. I'm like raw, like you know. So and actually her cooking is getting really, really good. Like I'm not. She'll openly admit she wasn't a real big on cooking. Her mum banging cook, absolutely banging cook, but she wasn't really.
Who made that food that time? Who made the food?
That was her mum
from the party. Yeah,
that was nice food.
That was nice.
Her mum's serious.
That was good.
Serious.
That was good. I could have eaten a lot more, but I had to drive home. You know, I didn't want to go into a food coma.
Serious, and she does cakes as well. She's she sells.
Who did the cake?
Her mum.
Oh,
yeah,
that's proper.
And also at the baby shower, if you remember the baby shower, the little cupcakes.
Yeah.
Oh. Next level.
Yep.
That's a mum. That's a side profession that she has, and that she gets a lot of orders from and all that. So yeah, so. I was looking at missus and thinking,
you should send your missus back to your mum's for like to learn a bit and then come back.
We are super toxic tonight, man. Jesus.
Send her for a few hours. So yeah, I'll look after the little one. Go and educate a little bit and come back like every day. Every lesson is a new meal, like macaroni and cheese.
Listen, I've got to go home, right?
Don't worry, this comes out tomorrow, bro. You ain't gonna worry about it.
I'm gonna be on tomorrow.
I'm looking out for you, man.
It's a good shot though. Don't get offended.
Oh man, I'll tell you. Well,
I know what you're gonna say anyway.
I am. That's it. I am.
You male chauvinistic pig. All the best. They said it. All the best.
Yeah, right.
So you are, John. You the man.
100% the best cook. Like there's no competition.
So it all depends on how bad they are, though, as well, right?
I mean, don't get me wrong.
We could be good compared to them.
Susanna's.
It's true, though, isn't it? Doesn't mean we're great.
No. Susanna's a good cook, but I'm just better. That is just. I mean,
Why are you better? Why?
My mum trained me to cook from when I was about 7. So I can put together meals just like out of anything. You know what I mean? And then it's a thing of where when I prep a meal, like if I know I'm cooking tomorrow, the meat's already prepped. It's in the fridge.
Seasoning.
It's ready.
Ready to go.
Or what I normally do is if I'm like, we rotate. So if I know like, let's say I'm going to cook, like for instance, I'm going to cook Tuesday and Thursday. My meat's already seasoned in the fridge, just chilling. So the more flavour that's in it, the better.
Do you know what? Can I just say, right? I remember the first time I tasted your food. Yeah, and we were young back then, and I think it must have been in Walthamstow.
Might have been, yeah.
And I remember, and I was thinking like, raw. This gangster-looking guy making this food, man. This is actually all right, you know?
Bruv. Yeah. My mum's been training me from young, man. Like young, because when she used to go out to work, she was like, "Boom, I want a full-on meal when I get back."
This is what I mean.
So it was like
train from early.
It was like one of them things where she ain't gonna want to come home and cook, so we have to prepare a meal. So, you know, me and my sister, we used to just rotate and take turns. And it was just like, I learned. Don't get me wrong. Like, first time going, there was pure mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then eventually, I'm just banging. Like, no, but Susanna, she does birthday cakes. She knows how to cook cakes, man. Like,
See the correlation with females and bacon.
yeah, she loves it.
And men with food.
Yeah, you can't like, you just can't touch them on the bacon.
No, I wouldn't try. I mean, if you see some of the birthday, she put together Charlotte's second birthday cake. Or might have been the first, where she done. Charlotte was into at the time. Bing. Yeah, she done a whole Bing character thing and all kinds of stuff. Like, she makes banging birthday cakes. I don't have the patience for baking.
Yeah.
When you're cooking, you know what you got to do. You prep, you do this, everything's quite quick. Well, baking, it's a skill. It's an art.
It's long.
And it's long.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I just had a flashback of back in the day when me and my brother, we were mates. Like, I think I must have been about 10, maybe 11, and we were bad. Like, I think we done something naughty, and my mum was like, "That's it. Like, you're cooking like once, what's it called, on this day, and he's cooking on this other day," and it was a rotation thing. And at the time, obviously, you think, "Oh man, like this is like, I hate this, man. I hate it." But in the long run, you see, like, you know what, that was actually a good thing.
Yeah,
there,
skills, man.
You know,
Skills.
even with the housework as well. Like I had to vacuum, I think, the whole house 2 days a week. I had to do the dishes. I had to wash the dishes, and then I think my brother had to dry the dishes. That was the job there. And then there was a few other bits as well. He had to do the polishing on some of the days. I remember missing a day on vacuuming, and oh my gosh, like, man got it. Like it was one of them things you don't want to do that ever again. Like, you make sure that you vacuum up, you do what you need to do, just so that, like, you can get the approval of your parents, man. It's just like, but it grounded me. It grounded us, actually. So.
I think a lot of kids today, they don't have that setup. You know what I mean?
Nah.
It's like, it's a kind of thing where, you know, I know, I'd say it's kind of our generation, we're like that.
Yeah.
Because when you see girls now, for instance, I mean, we're talking over 10 years ago, but even then, they weren't cooking better than me. You know, or some of them just couldn't cook. So they look lovely to the exterior, and that's all great. But then when you get down to the nitty gritty, when you're done with them 6 months of bliss, and you're like, all right, so what can you do in the kitchen, man? What can you put together? And they can't. It's a problem.
So are you referring to that girl who done you the
lasagna?
Lasagna
that finished me off, man. It broke my heart.
What happened?
That microwave lasagna with the sticky carpets.
There was a girl I was seeing back in the day, and she said, "I'm gonna cook you lasagna." So in my head, I'm thinking, she's gonna pull it together like da 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 da. Get to her house and she just takes out this frozen Iceland thing.
What?
And then pings it in the microwave. And at this point, I'm like, first things first, right?
Yeah.
All right, you can't cook a lasagna frozen. You put that stuff in the oven, right? If you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Don't put it in the microwave for like 5 minutes, Pete, and expect me to eat it. So I'm looking at her.
Double no.
And I'm like, are you trying to kill me? Because you're going the right way about it. You know what I mean? It was a problem for me. And in the end, it was kind of like, that's the deal breaker for me, mate. Because
so what happened? Did you eat it?
No, I didn't eat it. We went out. I said, I can't eat that.
What did she say though? Like, to that?
She went, what, really? I was like, yeah. But the thing is, I should have known, bruv. It was like, what's the word?
What was her culture like?
She was a bit airheadish.
Right, okay.
And you could tell from that point, because she didn't understand why I didn't want to eat. I said, we'll just go out and I'll buy you something. I'll buy you some food, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at that point in my head, it was like, this cannot go any further. It's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know.
So you wasn't looking to like maybe teach or educate, or
no, it's long.
Didn't have that time.
I didn't have that time then.
What was the word back in the day? A fixer-upper.
Yeah.
A fixer-upper. So he didn't have the patience.
Did I used to say that?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, fix her up.
That was your word. That was your phrase.
West Side is so toxic today.
But we were young. This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it weren't 20. It certainly weren't 20.
It started 20 years ago.
Thoughts came, the thoughts.
Oh man, I'm a nice guy now, man. Like, but I couldn't. If a woman can't cook, that's a deal breaker for me. It is. I mean, like Susanna, she can cook, but again, if we're having, like, for instance, if I'm having guests over, it's me. Because if you want that meal, that cuisine, I will do a 3-course meal. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if we're just chilling and we're just family cooking, it's her, man. Quick things, she'll put together something great, you know what I mean? But me, I'm the guy for the other stuff. As you know, when you've come to my house and we've eaten Christmases or whatnot, it's me that's cooking.
Yeah. And the food is banging. It is on point. It is on point, I have to say.
It's crazy, man. I even said to my mum the other day, I said to her, I think I'm a better cook than you now. She just looked at me. I think I'm almost there now,
Some
man.
big bowls, man.
I'm ready for that challenge, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just a word of advice to some of the listeners as well, man. Like, don't be afraid to try different proteins, man. Like, not just salmon. There's monkfish. There's roasted monkfish. There's halibut. There's
Tilapia.
tilapia. That's banging. I need to go Billingsgate. John, we soon to go.
Yeah, man.
We still need to go.
Yeah.
Try not to be like what's her name, Mrs. Elia Banks, trying to cook a cat in a pot. You see that?
What? Yeah. You know what? Wait, hold on. Wait.
I had to cut that video.
Let's just get right into that.
Have you seen the update?
I had to cut the video.
So basically,
Wait, hold on. Wait. Break down what's going on first.
Oh, yeah.
okay. So what's happened was apparently Azealia Banks. She's an R&B artist. The thing is, back in the day, she's actually talented. You know, back in the day, I don't know about now anyway. But anyway, yeah, exactly.
I said nothing, man.
But apparently, she's basically buried her her cat. She's buried him in a back.
This is all on Twitter, guys.
All
not
online on
making it
Twitter.
up.
She's dug it up with her friend, and obviously she's Instagramming live and whatever. She's peeling it out, and she's proper like bragging. Oh, like the cat's in the bag. The cat's in the bag. He's taking the cat, in the bag out of the soil, and she's coming out saying, "No, I haven't done anything with it." But in the next sentence, in the next tweet, she's cooking the cat in a Dutch pot with water and seasoning. And bruv, you can see the jawline and the canine teeth of the cat. And what's happened now, she's now taken the jaw and put it in her ears as earrings. She's got cat jawline earrings. What the hell? Look at yourself. Look on
I had to
Google.
stop the video, man. When I saw it in the pot, I was like, nah, she's long. I can see like the bones and stuff.
Yeah.
I need to look at this video.
I'll put it in it's in the group.
Is it?
Yeah, just scroll up a bit. But I mean,
battery's on 55%, by the way.
The thing,
it's lost 8%.
the thing is, right, this is the problem with the social media era. Anything to get attention.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, how long out of the spotlight has she been?
She's been out of the spotlight for a minute.
So now she's trying to just push.
That instantly put her #1 trending.
Trending, yeah. When you're
Right?
trending.
Oh,
yeah.
that's some demonic stuff right there.
Yeah, and that.
And it's just like, whatever you're doing with the cat, it's terrible. It is absolutely
See
terrible.
this?
How long was the cat buried for? Do we know?
I don't know. She didn't put enough detail. She just showed the video of her digging it up. And then next thing you see it in the pot.
Was it real though? Do you think it was real? Maybe it was just a little.
Bro,
maybe
if
she's
you
never
look
had a
at
cat.
the video, it's a cat jawline. Like you see where you see when you go to the zoo and then you see the actual skeleton jaw of the cat. You can tell it's a cat face. And what you lot was saying, attention. I think attention is even more addictive than cocaine, weed, or anything like that. I mean, have you heard? Have you heard the latest about, for example? I know we're going off topic, but you see with Kim and Kanye about how Kanye apparently was sleeping with Jeffree Star, some male makeup artist looking dude. That was made up by a lady, who is notorious for doing a TikTok licking the toilet seat for a coronavirus challenge, and she came out and said, "Oh, I was lying because I wanted to get attention."
Coronavirus. Oh
She licked this girl, this Louise girl. I know she licked a toilet seat, a dirty toilet seat of an airplane for a coronavirus
I think
challenge.
I saw that. I think
That same girl came out and said,
People
"Yeah,
are just-
Kanye was sleeping with this other dude." Yeah,
Right, yeah, I think I saw
attention. You need
that.
to stop
Attention,
this.
and people just getting bored in lockdown.
People just need to stop,
Yeah.
man. Relax. Put your phones down.
Innit?
Pick up a book.
Yeah,
Who can trend? What it is who can trend? Who can get the most likes? Who can maybe get on the news?
put your
That's
phone
even-
down.
that's the next
Learn a new
level.
skill.
Yes.
But that one there that got shared probably
She was trending when it
Yeah.
happened, and it was just like,
She's trending,
What?
and it's been shared on WhatsApp loads of times.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know what? She's also the same person who said that Russell Crowe spat in her face and called her an N-word, where that was just completely debunked in like a few minutes.
Right.
You see, just those attention-seeking people.
That video, did it say forwarded many times? You know sometimes it shows
Because I
you.
took it from the actual.
Oh yeah, you linked it.
Yeah,
to
yeah. I took it straight from there and just put it in the group. But it's disturbing to say
Yeah,
the
it's
least.
long. I didn't watch the whole video.
I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah, it's quite a while back now, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah, because we've had so many.
Is it this one here?
It's quite dark.
Oh.
It's shared by John.
That's the one she's.
Was it in the Mandem
So
group?
where's the pulling out?
I don't know now, I try and share things more in there because I don't want the podcast
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
to get
to
too
get-
filled
yeah,
up
yeah,
with that rubbish.
Hold on.
What kind of sick?
Oh, you've seen it now.
What?
You've seen it.
Oh man!
You see?
What's that?
What type of?
Both sides.
No, this
just-
is some. This is
Show
some
Chris that.
demonic
Show
business, man.
Chris that.
This one here,
Look, that's the jawline. The jaws.
She's got that as earrings.
and that's her earrings.
Some people
Yeah,
are
it's
crazy,
like
man.
yeah. How many followers did she get from her? Do you know?
God, no. She's got a good following anyway.
Anyway,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
right.
She's got a good following.
Yeah, man.
Got a good following.
She going straight to hell, man.
It's crazy,
My
man.
battery's on 43%.
All right, here we go, like.
Oh, what, that dropped by 8% by going on that?
43%. Look, 43.
Oh yeah, that's iPhone 7 though, man. What do you expect?
Bruv, you need to upgrade, man.
I don't know why it's not. I'm surprised it's even on.
It will switch off. That's why I was, because sometimes I can't even. Like, I could see a phone call coming, and then the phone just off after that, and I can't do nothing.
Come on, man.
After that, and then
You work
and
in
then,
a phone shop, bruv.
and then I've got I put the charger in, and one of the other days, what happened is that the Apple logo came up, and then it done the spinny thing straight after, and it just switched off.
Bro, you need to. If someone's trying to contact you and that phone's messing around, you need to get a new phone, man.
Thank you.
I've got.
Yeah, but
No, but look, he keeps telling us.
Have you got that number?
See,
No.
Have you got that number?
You got the number now.
No, I haven't.
After last week.
Is that your number?
Well, that was the
I
number.
thought it was your missus' number. I just
No.
deleted that number. I just
Look, man, get a new phone.
Look, listen, yeah, I had a similar situation with the iPhone 5, and you know what? I went to well, you know, one of the shops where they sell little mobile phone accessory. I said, you know what? Can you change the battery? Because the battery is literally doing exactly what your phone was doing, and it got fixed. Yeah, like the warranty was done, but it worked.
but
How much did you pay for that though?
No, like £25.
Because do you know that there was an actual problem with the iPhone 5 batteries? That I had the same thing
iPhone
that
5?
happened. Yeah, and
I just can't have this discussion. I'm
but they
I'm surprised you can.
So you're right, yeah? You good, yeah?
I'm surprised you can even remember that. How long ago was iPhone 5?
No, but I remember the battery guy, and Apple said that if
10
you got
years
a problem with the battery, you take it back to Apple.
That was 10 years
and
ago.
and they'll do it for free.
Probably
years
I
ago.
can't.
About 10 years
I
ago.
can't. I just can't,
It
man.
was 10 years ago.
Just-
It was 10 years ago.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but didn't you like the size of the
5.
the iPhone 5? It was,
No, it's nice. Actually, it
banging.
was.
It's good size.
Yeah, actually, it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was, but it's old now.
No, I ain't got that phone now.
Well, you've got 2 years up from it, haven't you, really? What, you're 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 years up.
I've got Samsung S20.
But you keep telling us about this phone that you're not using. I just don't get it.
You can't even put that in that phone, can you? That chip. You can't. It's
Yeah,
Samsung.
I can put the SIM card in there.
Well, then
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I just can't be asked.
Yeah, right, yeah.
it's laziness now. Right, you know, we're going to hear the next topic now because I'm done with your phone.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Let's go in a bit deeper now, man.
You're gonna press the thing.
Almost forgot, man. Sorry. Would you date a woman that told you she had slept with more than 100+ men, and vice versa. I think. Yeah. Okay. Go on. Yeah. Go on.
But then,
So if I'm single, right?
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Well, yeah. We're not-
Let's get that part in.
If you're single,
but then the thing is that obviously the if you're talking about the guy, like it's probably like it's seen as
acceptable.
Thing.
Yeah. It's seen as acceptable. But is it really acceptable though? But then another thing is,
100
right?
is a lot, man. That is a lot.
Another thing is though,
If this is go on.
the problem is when you go on dates with girls, or vice versa. Well, girls normally ask this question, men don't, and if men do, they're a bit corny for it. You're not gonna ask a girl how many men have you slept with,
Nah.
right?
I don't want to know anyway.
Exactly. Everybody,
Totally not interested.
everybody's got a past. It is what it is. So you'll never know anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, when girls ask that question, it's kind of like, you're going to get nothing out of this. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get upset.
To be honest, there's only one thing that can happen. But the thing is, I just see it as if you ask them that question now, there's this trust issue straight away.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
That's just red flag.
Yeah.
So it's a no anyway.
Yeah.
For me, that's my answer, man.
No.
Wait. That's so that's after you've got the answer from the question.
I'm not so like for me.
But I wouldn't ask the question.
I wouldn't ask the question. This is the thing. So I would ask.
But
if I knew from someone, say,
Oh, all right. Okay.
Or what if she just straight out said, "Look, listen, like you know, like, it's plus 100. I'm just letting you know."
Wait. Now you're changing the dynamics of the question.
Well, you got to ask these. You got to ask all sort of angles from the question.
If she came out and said,
different attitude, man. It's
I
attitude.
did that, I'd be like,
Different
listen.
attitude. This is long.
Yeah, but it might not be an attitude. She might come with a whole heart. Like, you know, listen, like just before we proceed and anything like that.
If she talks like that, I'm not doing it anyway.
We are toxic male chauvinists tonight, boy. That should be the name of the podcast.
Go, carry on.
No, I'm not saying it in a nice way.
Okay,
you know,
go
just
ahead.
before we proceed or anything like that. I just want you to know that I've slept with over 100+ men, I hope you don't mind, and don't judge me by my character.
Okay, well, the question is, I suppose.
That is this. But you know what? There is a bit of a stigma with this, though. Like, have you heard the thing where like they say men are allowed numbers and women are allowed fluidity?
I haven't heard.
No.
They're saying obviously.
Explain.
Right, so they're saying with men they're allowed to have as many numbers as possible because of the masculine trait, but with women they can have kind of the average numbers, but they can kind of go in between men and women type of thing. So they got more fluidity than men do.
Okay.
So they got that kind of stigma.
I mean, when I was in the game,
It's the oyster card.
it got to the point where things were just like, you started to feel, I don't actually want to do this. You know what I mean? You wanted something a bit more stable. You wanted something a little bit more, just stable, man. Like not just banging girl after girl. It was just long. So I just stopped. You know what I mean? It was just one of them ones where obviously I'd be seen as a legend in the game.
I get Jaden laughing.
Do not follow me ever, right? Do not follow me.
Yeah.
If I was to expose my resume, I'd be seen as a legend in Mandem's eyes.
So what number are you saying?
It's not even numbers. It's caliber. It's caliber. That's what it is. It's all. Numbers are there, but the caliber's there also.
Celebrities.
No, we're not going there. I will edit this podcast. I will edit.
So really, in a nutshell, you're saying like a quality over quantity, like when you get to a certain age.
It wasn't even that. When I got to a certain age, it was just a case of, I just want something stable. I'm not interested in, and it was hassle because like I said, now I can leave this anywhere and I just don't have to worry. But there was times when I'd get caught slipping. And even though I'm not in a relationship, I call them friends with benefits or links, whatever. But if I left my phone at one of their houses, whatever reason, I'm panicking until I get that phone back.
Yeah. Did you ever do that?
I think I've done that twice. I think I told you one time, innit, man? I left my phone somewhere and messages came up and I had to explain myself, man. I don't know how I got out of that. That was that was deep.
Yeah.
But I just I don't know. I just feel going back to the question, I mean, if she exposed herself like that, then the answer's a no. Yeah. Like I just can't be dealing with that, man.
All right, so let's throw it back to obviously not you now. Let's talk about you
in this mind frame.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
20 years ago, what, me 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Then all right, now this is where I'm going to be a bit of an arsehole. I'd utilise that. Right now, what I mean utilise that.
Don't get offended, guys. Before he says anything.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Disclaimers.
He's saving me right now.
He's just being honest.
But if this was John in the game 20 years ago, and she said, "Yeah, boom, I sent over 100 man," I'd be like, "Listen." I'd probably be 100% real. Be like, you can't be wifey material, but you know. When I need to make that call, that booty call, are you on that? Because if you're on that, then we can go. Yeah. But just know you will never be my wifey. Like we're not. And wifey, so when you think about that word now, it's so dumb. But at the time, that's what we were using back in the day, right? So no, I wouldn't wife it. Basically, no, 100%. No, sorry. I can't. But there was certain girls like I remember you said it to me. I was seeing a girl from a certain adult station. And you went to me, John, I saw your girl's baps. And I'm like, and even that, she wasn't my girl. It was just a link. Because could you imagine if I wifed that and my man them come and say to me, I saw your girl's baps. It's just like, no. And these are the kind of things men play with. And at the end of the day, yeah, girls will hear this and be, that was childish though. What if you really liked each other? But there is unnecessary pressure on women to be a certain way. There is. Is it right? It's a stigma they've got, unfortunately, and it's not really going to change. A man's always going to expect their women to be a certain way, appear a certain way. Yeah. And when they don't, men do find it, I think girls will say they find it intimidating. We don't find it intimidating. I just think it's just something we don't want. You know?
All right, so, so for example, say a girl, she's had like 100 plus men that she slept with, bodies, whatever they want to identify themselves with, as well, because
John Doe's.
you can't exclude them. All right,
Jane Doe's. Oh man, I'm here all night.
All right, and then she's completely changed her life around. And she's turned to God and
see, now you're doing this.
No, because you know what? I did know a girl back in the day who was like that.
But you know what? They could be nice people, but it's just.
But she was, afterwards she really did change. Like she changed. You could see the growth in her, like her whole personality. Everything had just changed. But yeah. I'm not saying that she slept with over 100 man, but she did sleep with a lot.
See, but having a younger brain at the time, I wouldn't think like that. It'll be just like, 100.
Yeah.
Maybe when you get older, you can put those things together.
You can process.
You can process a bit better and think, maybe.
If you're older, you're approaching 50 and you're thinking to yourself, damn, I need to settle down. It might work.
that 3 a.m.
You're losing your looks, your hairline's going.
That 3 a.m. Protocol, but yeah, I mean, you can start to process it a bit differently, maybe when you get a bit older, more mature. But being in the 20s, no matter if she turned to God or not, it'd be like,
you're a link.
Yeah, you've already put her in that bracket.
Yeah,
being with that immature mindset. But yeah, that's my thought process. In the 30s, mid 30s, maybe going forward, and then you found out, okay, she has changed from maybe like 5 years ago, say, then you could probably think, yeah, okay, let's give it a go.
Yeah?
Yeah. yeah. Because again, everyone's got a pass, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a pass.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you have to. Men. The thing is, men will never ask that question. And if men do ask that, don't get me wrong, there are men that do ask their girls this question, and they're insecure.
Stop asking that question if you
But
do
girls and
ask
men,
that question.
stop asking it because nothing comes from it. Nothing.
It's just a whole. Even if a phone rings, you probably feel, it might be an ex. A new number appears on the phone. Oh my gosh, like who is that? Like heart racing and all sorts and everything. It's long. There's no point doing it.
Just, you know what? Just break this one down. So you're on a date with this girl, and you're going to Nando's to going through shopping center, and you already have in your head that she's done 100+ man.
Wow.
And you're going and you're walking into Nando's, you're waiting at the queue because there's a whole heap of people waiting to sit down. You gotta wait there, and you see about 5 different men them just pointing at the girl, pointing, just all that, and then she turns red and she blushes. Or there might be times where they'll be like, you know what, can we not go to Shoreditch or wherever, because, there's a bunch of people that was in my past that's there that I don't want them to. Do you know what I'm saying? I couldn't. No. It's a huge no. I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't want to know. But if she puts it on there, says, I got 100 people. Is that cool? I'm like, it might be cool for you, but it's cool for me.
Okay, so what about this one? Then? I got one for you, Colin. So, okay, so you didn't know anything about this. So you've been with this girl for...
Oh, you're going this route. All right.
I see.
Wait, let me drop it. Don't finish me. Let me just finish my talk. It might be a little twist.
He's got his burrito, so he's sweet tonight.
You've been with her for 7 years. Yeah. 7 years. Well, no, 8 years. So you've gone past the 7-year itch. Yeah. So you've been with her for 8 years. Yes, that's a long time, right? And maybe you're thinking about
getting married,
dropping on that knee. Yeah. And then you start hearing a few stories, from like a few friends, close friends, or friends that you just met up again, and like, you just heard something maybe through social media, and then you heard that there's she used to do it, she used to do that. I'm not saying 100+, because 100+ is quite a lot, but she used to do all this and do this and do that about 10 years ago, before you obviously got together, 10, 12 years ago. And it was a lot of people, a lot of guys,
Some of them could have been like my acquaintances and friends.
Yeah, and they've seen stuff, What's your thought process? Bear in mind, you haven't got, there's no kids involved. It's just you two. But 8 years, and you're living together. You've been on holiday many times with family and stuff like that.
It's not an issue.
Okay.
It can't be an issue. And the thing is, if you're thinking of dropping to one knee, you love her.
Yeah.
And if you dump her after that, you didn't love her.
Yeah.
So the way I see it, if I'm thinking about getting married to this woman and all this came to light, it's like, oh well.
But a reason why I asked you, because when you said 100, definitely no, you would definitely know 100.
I'm still kind of sick by that, but you know what? see. But this is the thing.
So you're gonna dead the relationship.
I was gonna marry you. It's over.
So how would you?
I went to Warren James and got this ring.
How would you approach it?
I don't know, man. It definitely won't be a Nando's dinner date. I don't know if I wouldn't cook that night. I'll be vexed, but I would actually definitely want to have a full conversation. But on top of that, as well, if that was down to me, I would have to question myself for not even. 8 years, there must be some red flags.
No.
You might have moved to another area, as you do.
There ain't no red flags. What?
The
So
smallest little thing.
you're gonna walk around saying I slept with 100 men, or there's something wrong with me because I slept with 100. There's no red flags. There's none. The only red flag that is ever there would be AIDS. That's it. And if she ain't got that, there's no red flag. As far as
I was thinking more the red flag is in your head. You know what I mean? That's the only red flag. Because the thing is that for me, the past is the past.
Yeah, man, you just got to dead it.
Past. What's it called? I've got a past. You've got a past, and I've done things in my past who make me the person I am today. That and I had to do those things to be who I am today. You had to do whatever you had to do to be where you are today. If I was in your past and you was messing around like that, obviously it's not going to go down like that. But your past is your past. I know you for a different person and for growth as well. So me,
if you know her for 8 years and you're thinking of getting married, it's a null and void really now. It's kind of like, well, that's your past. I've been told this. I don't think I'd even have a conversation. If someone told me, I'd be like, say like one of my friends come and tell me. So in that 7 years, I haven't seen my friends. I must have seen them. I spoke to them. So they would know via Instagram post or Facebook post that I'd have posted up with my other half. And at that point, it would have been their time to say, I'll probably be questioning my friends at this point. Because if you're waiting till now, you've known I've been with her for what, 8 years? Yeah. Me and you can't be friends no more because you sat there.
Your friends suck.
And you haven't said anything. But if I've been with her for 8 years, nah, mate, as far as I'm concerned, the relationship's still on. Yeah. And it doesn't matter now. It's just, it is what it is, isn't it?
I mean, don't get offended or anything like that. But if it is 8 years and you haven't got any STDs and that, you know what I mean, then clearly everything's all good, isn't it?
There you go. There you go. Yeah. That's the red flags.
Proper red flags. Real red flags. Real ones. Real.
Have you got any STD stories? Anyone? Know of anyone? Got some stories?
I remember one of my friends, no names. I didn't understand the word at the time, and he was like, "Yeah." So like, I met this girl. As he went through a stage where, you go to rave. I think it was Scala. Remember Scala?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went to a rave, and then he disappeared. Like, we was in the rave for about an hour. And then he saw one chick, he was lipsing her up, and he just disappeared. I didn't see him again. And then, like, the next day, he phoned me, he's like, "Oh, man, I got burned." I'm like, "What do you mean you got burned? What are you talking about?" I didn't understand this language, right? I didn't understand it at the time. Because you remember when slang started to come in, like, when new slang started to come in, people
the phrase.
People started
the phrase.
And where I was it
was new.
Yeah, and it was like, "What are you talking about, man? What is burned?"
Wait, Jaden, what do they call girls these days?
Ting.
That's still old, yeah.
Gash.
Gash?
Yo, gash was a filthy word, That word was disgusting.
What's that?
Sweet one.
Sweet one.
I see. I was on there then, man. I used to say, "Excuse me, gorgeous." I was there. So and he's like, "I got burned," and I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I caught something." What? And he goes, "I think at the time it was chlamydia." Oh. Yeah. Ouch. So he had to go down to the old.
Get the antibiotic.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But I mean, that was the first person I knew that got burned. That's the word for it. But I've never been around people that's had that story. But that's what I gave him the lecture. I'm like, "Bruv, you didn't even know her. You just met her. You talked to her for 10 minutes, and you were gone.
Disappeared.
I didn't see you again. Just gone."
You know what? I've just remembered something. Me and you, Chris. We actually know this guy. This guy that we know from a long time. He got with a girl who's a stripper.
I'm in love with the stripper.
And not even just a stripper. I'm talking escort. As in like you type escort and massages. Nah, man, like the full service type thing. And you married her.
Huh? You married her?
Got kids and everything.
Wow.
But you know what? Here's an interesting fact.
STD? I was waiting for the STD.
Here's an interesting fact, though.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know that, in her line of business, 10, 20 man per day.
Yeah, but here's an interesting fact. People that work in the sex industry, i.e. porn, They have a database. It's actually the safest person.
Because they get
Because
checked in it
they'll
all the
say
time.
to you, look, here's my name. Go check when the last time I was tested. And they're actually the safest people, believe it or not. Because when you think about it, if you met a girl on the street, you chat to her, you take out a date, then you have sex, right? Whatever, later on down the line. You haven't checked, you haven't asked, so you're actually taking more of a risk.
Yeah, Russian roulette.
With them, it's
So
like...
you're not really gonna ask, are you? Like,
No, listen, but with them...
it's kind of dampen the mood. Like,
Yeah, but when's the last time you got checked?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, but it's like,
What are you trying to say?
nowadays, like with the porn people, you like people that are industry workers, they can say to you, right, look, this is my industry, this is what I work. Go look on the website last time I was tested.
Safe.
And you can see, like, yesterday, this one was there. So it's actually one of the safest people if you're going to date.
Well, like
It's crazy.
apparently Mr. Marcus caught it.
Who?
You know, like Mr. Marcus.
No, who's that?
He's a popular porn star. He actually caught AIDS.
Damn.
HIV, one of them, yeah.
Well, Russian roulette,
Yeah,
bruv,
yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
He's just probably doing it off camera.
No, exactly. Because that's only work, isn't it?
But
To them, that's only work.
Yeah, you can catch AIDS from anything. You know what I mean? Whether you're dating or you're in the porn industry, you can catch it. We're not susceptible from it.
I do remember one time, right, when we was in a rave. I can't remember what rave it was. I think I was with you, and I disappeared.
You disappeared.
Yeah,
Right.
it was in what's that? Wood Green. There was a club in Wood Green.
What, Browns?
KO. It was KO.
Where was that?
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
Oh, that was the little side one, innit? The little square door opposite the cinema.
McDonald's.
Cinema.
Yeah. That one there. So I've
I had
disappeared.
a link that way, man.
And I woke up.
Better do some editing, boy.
I'm joking.
I think there's going to be some editing being done on this one.
Oh gosh. So yeah, no, I woke up the next morning with the girl, and nothing had happened. And you know, we got to talking and all that, and I was in her bed, and I think we started like dating for a little bit, like a week. It was a week or so, and then she was just like, yeah, like, listen, like, there's kind of a reason why, you know, I can't, like, you know, get kind of physical at the moment, because I need to let you know a certain thing. So I said, all right, cool. What is it? She said, she got herpes.
Bye.
What?
Bye.
Yeah. So then
You're lucky.
So then,
You're lucky.
So then the thing is, right?
You're very lucky.
She told me, right? She told me how she got it. Like, basically, in her ends, I think she was seeing some guy, and he
just putting it about, man.
Yeah. He was like, I think he got it, and he just, it was like a revenge thing. It
was on a rampage.
Yeah. So she just got caught out with some other girls as well. So yeah, I was listening to it and all that, and then and then she was saying,
what ends was she from? North.
Yeah,
in ways, yeah.
North. And then she was talking about so it activates. And as soon as I heard that word,
You was like,
Activate.
so basically she was saying that it's on and off.
Oh.
So like it could be that she, like, it's not like hurting her or anything like that, and you could have sex. But then if it activates and you're
in
inside,
pain.
then that's when it's gonna transfer over to you.
and then she gets rid of it.
No, so it,
Oh yeah, it lays dormant. Is that what you mean?
it's dormant.
Dormant.
That sounds bad, man. That's like some insects or something, man.
So it
kind of
it
is.
lays dormant, and then it activates, and then it comes out, and then it goes back. And
Yeah.
That's what it means.
So you know, I didn't see her for too long after that.
You're lucky she told you.
Yeah, no, it was nice of her to tell me. I was very happy that she told me.
Very lucky, yeah.
So it kind of just ended after that. she totally understood where I was coming from.
Oh wow!
I wasn't looking to take a risk
No.
of any activations. And the thing I want to activate is my phone. Do you know what I mean?
Just about, yeah.
My phone.
Let's take a guess, everyone. I'll say 32%.
35.
I was still on 43.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Oh, so once it gets below 50, just it settles. It's like, cool, all right, that's it.
No.
Good.
We'll see, innit?
So are we done with this topic?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done with it.
So Colin, yes or no?
Absolutely no. No.
What, even after that 8 years?
Well, yeah.
So it's a break off.
Colin's got a
What?
he's got a
break off.
dumper after 8 years,
No,
man.
I don't think so. I don't take that. I don't take it because 8 years is a long time.
It is, man.
You can throw away 8 years just like that.
You didn't love her, man. You didn't love her.
Look. When they come, look, I see him nodding over there. Look, when it comes to past, I'm not gonna judge people on their past. I got a past. My past is awful as well, man. Look, just keep it real in it, man. But if I was going before your point, no. But then with that one, then I'll have to put my mature hat on and thinking, right, man.
Consider it.
What am I gonna actually strategically do right now? But
The thing is,
you know what? It's
But
for
she's
me.
been with you for 8 years without no one else.
It's a head and a heart thing, man. It is a head and a heart.
Yeah, I
thing.
understand. But she's also been with you for 8 years. Just
through
you.
thick and thin.
Just you.
Oh man, I know you don't
Thick
say.
and
I know
thin.
you don't say red flags, but I would have seen something.
You wouldn't see anything,
No,
man.
sometimes you don't. You're busy.
This
You
cortex and stuff. Yeah, some.
You're
I would've
busy.
seen
You're
some.
doing this. You're doing that.
No. I'm
You're
never
so
too
in love
busy.
with her. You don't really, you don't want to even see that stuff. Until she tells you.
There's movies like that, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's like.
Colin's really traumatized by this.
I'm not sure. I'm all right, man. I'm okay. I'm absolutely. Huh? Was that? Absolutely not. 100 plus?
Jesus Christ.
No,
man.
not for me, sir. Not for me. For the guy that we know, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in love. He's happy. He's got kids with her, innit?
Yeah, I'll just play T-Pain again.
I'm in love with the
stripper.
stripper.
She thinking I'm playing.
Wait, but she's a nice person, right? She's a really nice person, right?
She's trash, man. Sorry.
Whoa.
She's trash.
Okay.
What's this? The stripper escort.
Yeah. She's actually trash, man.
I don't know where to go with
She's
this.
actually trash.
What do you mean trash? As in the way she looks
As
or the
in-
way she is?
No, as in like, you know, like trash.
You need to explain, man.
Explain, man.
You need to
And
explain.
again, I don't know who this is.
Don't get offended.
No.
How you doing, Mussa? You right?
This is Colin's opinion.
Listen, I heard from our friend's brother to the point where he doesn't even want to speak to him no more. Because he literally disrespected the family so much that she's gone back to original time. Says, "Look, I'm gonna spend time with the family when next time she had like 15 clients, paid clients." Oh wow! While he was looking after the kids in the yard.
Oh, she's still doing it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah,
and he's still there. He's still in that circle.
Oh yeah, that's different levels. That's levels.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like he be calling her and she'd be like, like, sorry, darling, you know, I've got a client. You know, I've got a client. You know, I'll call you back in half an hour. No, I'll call you back in an hour and a half. 90 minutes.
And that's for real.
This is what happened, bruv.
That's long.
His brothers told me this stuff, and he's still with the girl. The girl's trash. Recycled trash, man.
Whoa, she must be bringing some money in.
Bruv, she's
Something.
coming in.
She must be earning a lot of money.
Bruv, I know for a fact. I know that girl ain't got no iPhone 7. She got iPhone 13 at least.
Right.
Yeah, she bought it outright with no contract, man.
Okay.
Well, I guess we hope that person doesn't listen to this podcast or this episode.
I've spoken to him for a while.
Just don't get offended.
Don't get offended, man. If I call the girl trash,
If you do, yeah, I guess. If you do listen, don't get offended.
I told you I'm podding today, man.
All right.
Boy, okay.
You need to get me another mic.
Kojo, I think you need to go to the next subject
Should we just go to the next subject?
before we get banned.
Damn. Oh my God, where did that come from?
A bit more lighter.
He was my boy.
We'll go light. We've
We've got to cool him down a bit. We've got to cool him down.
You know what?
I'm done. I feel like leaving. I feel like leaving. Wow, that was explosive,
Yeah, man. You got to lighten the topic up.
That was
Man.
explosive.
all right,
I wasn't
all right.
expecting
Well,
that.
We ain't got. You know what?
We've got to let the listeners reset now.
All right.
Is it all heavy? Are they all heavy?
It's quite heavy. You know what? We'll go to one.
What's been happening recently?
Right. You know what? I'm gonna play something. Right.
Just before you do that,
And
Man
I-
United drew 0-0.
Oh, I actually
Good
got a bet on it as
performance.
well. I got a bet on it. Huh?
Do you know what? Should have won.
Yeah, no, Fernandes, right?
Yeah, should have gone for it, man.
John, what did we say?
Pogba had a chance at the end.
Ollie's in. Ollie in.
But that
Bro,
means
come on.
Man City would have been a point behind us if they win their games in hand.
To be honest, I don't even
now
care
they're,
where
now
you
they're
are.
going to be ahead.
I don't even care about that. I just looking at Man United improving the progress of what Man United are.
I hear that, but
compared to last season, massive.
the thing is that he had Fred and McTominay in midfield, man. When you've got like Van der Beek,
Bro,
like who's a
listen,
ball retainer.
what's that? Oh, but what I'm saying is, there's a reason why Van der Beek's not on the bench, not on the pitch, because you're doing well without him. You've got to stay with a team that's winning. And for me, to be honest, if you've got Fred and McTominay, whatever, they're not even plays like big, and he's still getting the best out of them.
I
You know
hear
what
you. I hear you.
Imagine if now you got like someone else that does the same, that does a job but better than McTominay and Fred.
Thing is, we ain't gonna win the league. We should have bought Thiago Alcantara.
All right, how much you want to bet that you won't win the league? Let's
All
bet
right,
on something.
let's go for it.
What should we bet on? Nothing too crazy because it's not my team. But what should we bet? Obviously, we're doing this live right now.
What do you wanna do? Money or
If
forfeit?
Okay, so let me think about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Forfeit.
Okay, what we do? What are we saying?
I gotta think.
Okay, yeah. By the end of the show,
All right, cool.
let me think. It's not my team, but I do think United might win it because it's one of those off-key seasons.
Yeah, it is an off-key season.
Like coronavirus, people being sick and people not being able to play. I just think Man United can slip in. Like Liverpool are not the same.
Yeah.
They have no defenders. Their attack is not the same.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's
So
terrible. They actually didn't play too bad, especially in the first half. But the thing is that they just
look
couldn't
at them,
finish.
Look at them last season.
They couldn't
They
finish.
were running rings around teams.
Yeah.
I just think you've got a good opportunity to win it. Like amongst other teams as well, like
I think-
Tottenham and Man City.
I think he should have gone for it like properly. He should have like Liverpool were there for the taking.
Right, I
they
see.
were there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we should have won that match.
Yeah. So that shows me, man. I think United have
They're gonna
improved.
do some stuff.
Yeah.
They are.
But it's just the setup. It's how he sets it up and everything. It's just like if you put certain players in, like Cavani should have started the game. He was good. He looked lively when he came on.
Right.
Yeah.
But
That
it's just how he-
racist.
Oh, is he back now then?
Yeah, he's back, the little racist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back.
Negrito.
He's back.
But you know what, as well, I like to say goodbye to Mesut Ozil.
Is he gone now?
It's gone to
he's gone.
Fenerbahce.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh.
He's in Turkey now. Right
You know
now.
what?
I-
Must be a relief for him, man.
The thing
A
is, I
relief.
don't think it was a good move
What? As in
for our club
what? To
to let him go.
why?
I think we should have played him. We're not really doing anything. We're
I just-
dwindling just.
Yeah,
We're mid-table now, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. We're like 11th or 12th. But I think that I'm not sure what he would have brought anyway. But I just think 350,000 a week.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Off the books.
your wage
yeah,
bill.
Off the
That's
books.
massive. He's not going to give you that anyway.
What is it? Permanent transfer?
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gone.
he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone
So we're
from-
not paying nothing.
Good.
Yeah, we've
So-
terminated his contract.
So now that money, imagine how much that's from now to the end of the season. It's like 9 million or something like that. It's crazy, or 8
Yeah,
million, whatever
yeah.
it is. Now we can use that money on something.
Yeah.
Or on
Or
something.
will you? That's
Yeah, maybe we can't. Maybe we need that money because of
Well, because of COVID,
Yeah,
now what's going on? I mean, we're not getting no fans in the stadium.
No, so it's saving money. But either way, yes, he might. Like if he had to, if we couldn't get rid of him, I definitely would have played him.
yeah,
Yeah, but now we've got rid of him. I just think cool. We've got that money in the bank, or if we have, maybe try and get someone like, I don't know, Isco or...
Well, apparently the reports of Julian Draxler again, innit? That's surfacing again.
That's rubbish.
Like,
But we don't need a winger.
We don't.
Or whatever. Yeah,
We don't.
exactly. But Isco is on the books.
Yeah.
Obviously from Real Madrid. We don't know, obviously, how... I mean, there's a reason why he's not playing for Real Madrid. I don't know.
He's been looking to go for ages,
Yeah,
man.
so maybe he's not minds there, or he's just not the footballer he was. We don't know.
Like, he's still a serious baller.
That's
He's a
what I
baller.
do think, yeah. But, you know, we do need a playmaker that's good on the ball, like a Iniesta.
yeah.
Or, you know, that someone's just... You know, even like what's his name for Liverpool, the one that
Thiago Alcantara.
yeah. Oh, man. He's
This-
amazing on the
This is
ball.
why I'm vexed, right? Because he was there for 27 million in the summer. He wanted to go to Man United.
Yeah, I know.
He wanted to go to Man United.
He's amazing.
But we've got Fred and McTominay and Matic.
Yeah, so if you
Do you know what I mean?
If you had him in your team instead of Fred, say, bro, you would be winning.
He's better than all three, like put together. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy, man.
But this is why I was saying, if you got him with an Ollie manager, you're doing bits.
Yeah.
Telling you.
If I would say that Man United would win the league if we had Thiago Alcantara.
Yeah.
If we had him, we're winning the league.
He's a baller. And he's
Winning
like
the league.
32 or 33. He's quite old, right?
No,
For a
I think
footballer.
he's quite young. I think he's still.
No, he left Bayern, didn't he? He was quite old. He's like they didn't renew his contract.
Nah, I think no. They wanted to renew his contract. He just didn't want to renew. He wanted to
Oh,
leave.
I'm sure he's in his 30s though. I'm sure he's like he's early 30s. Yeah.
But serious player, and that vexed me. That vexed me. 27 million. That's nothing.
It's true.
Nothing. We spent 40 million on Van der Beek and we don't play him.
Yeah. Was it Thiago?
Why are you not playing him though?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's personal.
Well, it's a bit like William Saliba.
he's 29.
He's gone to Nice
29.
and he's playing games now. And it's like he got man
he
of the
play-
match
is he
in his
playing well?
first. Yeah, he got man of the match in his first game.
Yeah, man. It's personal, man.
It's decent, man. You're gonna get 3-4 years out of him.
But Thiago Alcantara, yeah,
29.
he was running the game today.
Yeah.
Running the game. First half he ran it, and then he came to life in the second half as well. And he's a different level. I can't believe 27. No, it's gonna vex me. I'm done.
It's crazy, man.
I feel like going
It's
home.
crazy.
You think you think the listeners have recovered now?
I think I think we're ready to just dive. Let's dive back in. We dive back in, man. You ready?
It's a good cover.
Well, this is a good one.
Oh gosh, I get nervous now.
How would you handle your child being / getting someone pregnant at a young age? He looks instantly at Jason, you know.
How would I react? I'll come back to me.
All right.
Come back to me. Come back to me.
I think you take that.
Everyone's passing the
Okay,
mic.
shall I do it?
All right.
Shall I do it? You want to do it?
No, yeah, you go for it, man.
Okay.
So now you think about your eldest.
I've got 3 girls, so it's only going to be them being pregnant first of all, foremost. So the way I look at it, let's say my eldest Aaliyah, like she has a massive future ahead of her. So I'd be pissed, to be quite frank. And
I'd be too.
decisions would need to be made. And she'd have to make that with her mum, because I won't understand the woman's anatomy. And I know, you know, people are dead set against abortions and that, but the way I see it, you're 17 years old. Like you are training to be an Olympic champion. We got stuff to do. So if she turned up tomorrow telling me, Dad, I'm pregnant, I don't want to hear that conversation. And I will say to her, you need to go speak to your mum and come back with a reasonable solution.
What's a reasonable solution?
I don't want to see, I'm not ready to be a granddad. Look at me. Have you not seen me? When I get a haircut, do you think I look like granddad material? No, I'm sorry. And I know people ain't gonna like, there's gonna be a lot of people that ain't gonna like what I have to say, but this is me being a dad and understanding the importance of my child's future. While I understand what that procedure can do to a woman's body, hence why I wouldn't make the decision. I'd say you need to talk to your mum, who is a female, who can guide you through that decision. Now, you know my thoughts on it. I've had this talk with Aaliyah. I said to her, look, I want to hear about no babies to at least 30. Don't want to hear about it. Right? So I don't want to hear it. Well, 30, your career's done. You're dwindling now. You can go and do TV deals or whatever it is you want to do. Go and have a family there.
It makes sense.
But I don't want to hear about it. Now, obviously, if she didn't have that going for her, might be a different story. But to be honest, none of my children, I don't want to see them pregnant at an early age. I just don't want it. So for me personally, it's a no. But then I've got 3 girls, so they would have to have discussions with their mums. Because obviously I can't make that decision. I'm a man. I don't understand it all. All I want is a quick resolution to not see a baby anytime soon. That's it. And that's how I stand on it. And I've always said to her, like...
So you're basically telling her to get rid, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Simple as.
Right, yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
You know, and
what if that baby is a version of you?
Nah. No.
What do you mean?
Like,
you wouldn't see it.
Comes out, in
wouldn't
the future, innit? Like,
he hasn't gone that far, though. He hasn't gone that
No,
far.
that's who
I
they're
want
gonna
that. I want
develop
that
into.
gone. The minute she says, "Dad,"
It's early. It's done early.
yeah, I want it gone.
It's still a person.
I want it gone. It's a it to me because I don't want to know it. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
But I'm guessing at the beginning it's a spec, so it's not a person.
I mean,
yet. It's not an embryo.
It's still. It's from what I could tell, because one of my mates, his daughter went through that, and she caught it early. But it's still a very, what's the word? Taxing procedure on their body.
Yeah, I know.
Very taxing, and it's a real thing. And when you see it, it's just like, well, I mean, obviously, I saw her come out because I came to the hospital with him, and then obviously was sitting there. She made the decision with her mum as well, because she was like, I'm just not ready.
How early was that?
She was at the time, I think 18, 19.
No,
a couple of weeks. Yeah, it was a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she caught it early. She had the discussion with her dad. Surprisingly, was very calm. Where I know me, I'm not gonna be calm. So the minute you tell me, my first reaction is, you need to go speak to your mother, because we've had these conversations. You know what I think already. So now you need to go and speak to your mother and make an informed decision. And if your decision goes against my decision, then you need to figure out where you're going to live. Because I ain't raising another kid in my house. Like, I'm done with it.
Wait, so the guy was very calm?
Who?
The dad.
The dad was calm. Yeah, he's calm.
Or did he have a gun on her back or something?
No, he was just like, because he turned around and said to me, John, at the end of the day, she's 18. What can I do? It's her body, it's her life. Like, I can say to her, yeah, this ain't ideal what I want for you, but at the end of the day, it's down to her. Whereas I'm a little bit different. I'm building an Olympic god. I do not have time for babies. Sorry, I don't.
Oh, that would just ruin the career.
Yeah, he's done it. He all done it.
Done. You
And
can't
then
train and you can't put it all in.
you can't. And then that's the thing. And she has a lot riding. So for me personally, no. I don't want to see no babies, and the decision would need to be made with her and her mum. Yeah. Because obviously I'm a man. Yeah. I can't possibly, even though I do, but today's society is women think we don't understand their whatever. You know what I mean? So you'd have to make it with your mum, and I'd hope you make the right decision. Because if you don't, then you got to figure out how you're going to look after it, pay for it, and go to work, innit?
Is it I hope or you better?
You know me, innit? You know me, you know the answer to that.
The listeners
You want the answer?
The listeners don't.
We're going to go on OnlyFans. You'll get the right answer there.
You know what? This podcast, man, this episode today, I bet this is going to be horrifying, man. From the start
We're
to
gonna lose some
now.
listeners, man.
I
But
don't
it's
care. I
horrifying.
don't care because it's called "Don't Get Offended." It's
Absolutely.
a title for a reason. Yeah, just don't. If you're listening to it, be prepared to get offended.
That's it.
That's it, man. That's it. Disclaimer all over the name of the show. It's all good. It's all good.
So yeah, you, man.
For me, well, obviously at a young age.
You ain't got to think about this for another, 16 years?
It's going to come.
Yeah, it'll come quick.
Yeah, well,
What's your thoughts?
listen, there's not really much I can do, to be honest.
Yeah, because females are a bit different, I
Yeah,
think.
There's not really much I can do. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's a bit different.
And there's a lot you
than
can
your
do because let's
situation.
think about it. You're going to be the dad. They're living under your roof. So now you're pregnant now, then you need to start figuring out how you're going to pay for this child, how you're going to put a roof over your head and this child's head.
Yeah.
Because I'm not raising another kid. And that's how you put it. You just be like, how you need to figure out, you need to grow up quick now. You need to understand there's bills. You need to understand that when your baby cries and it's hungry, you're going to need to figure out how to feed that child.
Yeah.
Right, it's all very well doing the deed of lying down and getting you 10 minutes of loving, but then there's a whole load of 18 years connection with that.
Yeah, it's not easy to raise a child.
So as long as they're living under your roof, you have a say in the air they breathe.
I hear you.
I'm just saying, man.
I hear you.
If you don't like it, leave. Move out.
Yeah.
You know, many a times, like, you know, slightly off topic, where Aaliyah will catch an attitude, and I'll be like, go to the white folder. I should go to the white folder, and there'll be the mortgage documents. Whose name's on the mortgage? Read it. Tell me when you're ready to read it, and she'll read it. It's Joy, I understand it. Okay, so where does it say your name? Oh wait. Oh, it's not there, no? Oh, so that means you do as I tell you. While you're in this house, this roof, the air is mine. The oxygen is mine. If there's COVID in the house, it is mine. You know what I mean? That's how I operate, though.
Wait, can I just go off topic just a little bit?
Go on then.
Speaking of, because
I thought it was off topic already.
that COVID's out and all that. So is porn still going on?
Porn?
Yeah. Are they still making porn videos? And
Probably not, no.
Like
I don't know,
the
you
porn
know.
industry.
I don't know.
They
Wow.
won't- they won't be- they won't-
I don't-
They won't be able to keep 2 meters apart.
They're violating daily, man.
Yeah. Unless a Zoom chat or something.
Wow, Zoom porn.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll get off topic. Do you remember?
Don't worry, man. We're off topic already.
Do you remember Demolition Man? Remember that film Demolition
Yes.
Man?
Oh,
with
yes,
Brendan
you couldn't
Sir?
touch.
She
Yeah.
couldn't touch.
Wait, I said this in the other episode, man. Did you? Yeah. I said.
Yeah,
no,
don't
no,
bring
no.
this up now. Man. Don't bring all this up, man. Movies.
Right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Go back.
Right,
It's fine.
so what I will say to you is, you do have a say. So don't think you don't have a say
Oh yeah, of course.
because they live under your roof.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I've got to say, obviously, for me, there's not really much I would do. I would leave it up to them to make the
Okay,
decision.
let's say you're doing what I'm doing. Right, you're grooming
But
your child
it's-
to do
it's-
something great.
Obviously, I'll be disappointed,
Right, so
and I'll be trying to ensure, like what you've done. I'll be trying to make sure that they have it in their head not to get pregnant, especially at a young age.
Yeah.
If they want a future, do you know what I mean? And there's a big talent there. That needs to be nurtured, and obviously there's a longevity in that career. And if that is jeopardized by getting pregnant early, obviously there's going to be no career.
Yep.
And you have to think about your kids as well, like in the future. Like, what are you going to tell them when you get older? That, you know, that I had a career, it was blossoming, and I ruined it by getting
I had
pregnant
you.
early.
And
thing is-
and you could say, and it's happened to this person, this person, this person. That's the same old story.
I mean,
you know?
Yeah.
touch wood. What I've done, for instance, she's 17 now, and there's a boy lingering, and I met him. 6 months ago? And I said to him, listen, I'm raising a god. So that means now, if you want to be in her life, that's great. But when I'm outside training, you're there. When she's at every competition, you're there. When it's cold, you're there. That's what I want. And when I can't be around, you need to be outside in the park with her at 6 a.m. training with her. If you can't do any of those stuff, you're a waste of my space and my daughter's space. I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, dictate and say you can't be with someone, because the more I do that, the more she'll go. I'll just attack him though, direct. So that's what I did. I was very direct with him. I was just like, look, and lo and behold, they're not even together. They're just friends now. Because he turned around and he openly said, your dad's quite demanding. I don't think I can live up to that. Bye. See you later.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what I mean? You're not my kid. Go away. Right? At the end of the day, this is what I'm doing. And I cannot have her be distracted by boys. They'll come and go. You know what I mean? And I was one of them. That's why I know. I think this is the lesson I need to learn. Hence why I got 3 girls. I need to learn. I don't understand why I've got 3 girls. I don't get it.
You know why?
There's a reason why.
You know why?
So the thing is, you have control. You do.
Yeah, and I see that, and I agree with what you're saying, especially the, you know, letting him know exactly what it is, and that, because at the end of the day, this is not a joke. She is training to be an elite athlete.
Yes,
an elite athlete, and elite athletes obviously live a different life to everybody else, especially if they want to if they're gonna become successful in their field. And that, so it is a serious thing, absolute serious thing. So too right. And at the end of the day, if he, you know, if he was up to it, he would, you know, stick to those demands.
Yeah, it's not. I mean? I don't think I was being unreasonable.
It's not that much.
No, it's not.
And that especially, and the thing is that I think a lot of people don't see the bigger picture in life. They don't see the actual bigger picture. A lot of people live for today. They don't live for tomorrow or for the future. When you're living for the future, you make these decisions, and you're gonna have to go through the graft and the grind and everything. You look at Ryan, an elite athlete.
Yep.
The grind he's had to go through to get to where he is, and that not a lot of people can do that. They can't start.
But what people don't understand is, and it's a saying, and people need to understand this saying. On Instagram, you're seeing the finished product. You're not seeing the grind.
Yeah.
Right? When someone takes a picture of, oh, look at me, look what I've got, that's the finished product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't seen what they've had to go through to get there. Definitely. You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, when I post pictures of Aaliyah's races and she's winning them, everyone don't understand that I'm out in the winter.
Yeah.
I'm out during COVID in the parks.
Yeah.
We're training. I'm cold, right? We're training. But
it's not nice.
No, it's not.
It's not nice.
It's a horrible. It's hot, especially when you're not actually exercising. I'm standing there in an umbrella while it's pissing down with rain, and she's running up and down doing her drills. I'm cold.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't see that. You see the finished product.
Yeah.
You see what I've gone through, or what she's gone through to get her there.
Yeah. I remember coming to training on one of the days.
Yeah, I was just standing there.
It was long to just be there, but obviously you could see the development, and you could see the work that was being put in, and then obviously her races, next level.
That's what I'm saying.
Next level.
And people don't see that. They always see the finished product. And we're talking to a generation that wants things now. So us talking like this, because they're used to it now.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They want everything now, and they get everything now. But with a baby, it's not now. That's 18 years plus. And that's what these kids need to understand. You want to have your little 10 minutes of joy.
Hope you're listening.
Oh, he's listening.
Yeah, he's listening.
He's listening.
This is like
so
the
he just
perfect
texted
one
me.
for him
So
to
he
do.
actually just texted me. He just said, what about this? So this is what he texted me, Jaden, just now.
I see he's putting in some grinding
Yeah.
at the moment. I see that.
What about the son getting his girl pregnant?
Well, that's a conversation for you, fam, man.
Yeah.
Let us
So
know.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same. It will still, like, obviously with a female getting pregnant, is the burden is a little bit more on her because it is what it is, right? Mm-hmm. But it still will have an effect on the male. Even if you're with her or without her, it's still going to have an effect. Yes, you can still probably achieve something down the line. But I think the potential of what you can achieve has you lose some of that, especially if you want it in the next couple of years, or you know, and you're young, you're ready, your testosterone levels are up here. You want to become a boxer, you know, you need to put all your focus on your training. Obviously, you've got school, work. You need to have all your focus on those areas. You can't have any time for a child, first of all, because that is a job in itself. That's a job in itself. So you might think to yourself, I can still box, I can do this, I can do that, but you are diluted. You are diluted in all
areas of your life.
All areas, especially having a child. You want to go training this time and this time? No, you can't. You may be only be able to go once instead of twice. That takes a toll. In becoming, you know, a champion.
100%.
You know, making it in the ranks.
Oh God.
Yeah, because any sporting activity or any industry in life, to get to the top is hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard, and it's those small little things that help. So you have to help yourself. So if you have any, I mean, I'm not saying you can have a child at 28, 30, whatever, you can still have it. You can still live a life and have a family. But I would always say, just wait until, just obviously coming from experience, just wait until you're set and you've got things more established and foundation. You've got more foundation. Yes, yes, you can have a child and still maybe do things. That's fine. But I would always say, do it this way because it's a better way of doing it.
Yes.
And you're more stable when you're older. You're more mature. You've got more money. You know what I mean? You got more focus on whatever you're doing. There's a lot more positives doing it a little bit later.
Yeah.
Once you've got that foundation behind you, yes, you can start thinking about it. But don't do it when you're young because you've got so much more to do. And a child's not easy, you know. It's not easy.
There's a lot of small prints that people don't tell you.
Yeah, they don't tell you. You got to do this. You got to do that. You need money. You need at least 18 years of it, and plus more. Yeah, more than 18 years.
They don't move out at 18. That's a problem.
More importantly, you need that lavender spray as well to make sure that they sleep.
Why? Why?
I'm gonna just keep this short. Listen, my missus is a matchmaker. She's a love coach. She's a relationship coach. So I think we both kind of, because we both got, you know, two girls. One's 4 years old. One is 11 months. It's gonna be a year next week. Shit. Oh, sorry. It's got to be the marriage first, and then you got to deal with babies afterwards, man. At the moment, right now,
I could get married early though.
Nah, man, no. I want college. I want university done. Right. I want masters. I want PhD. I want that. I want to see her in the scroll with the hat like I did it as well. I want all of that first, man. Same thing how you was talking about like the dude as well, man. Trust me, that Bad Boys 2 episode where Martin Lawrence and Will Smith at the door. Reggie. It's going to be a Reggie episode, man. I don't want to see 5, 6, 7 different guys. Now I want to see this one guy, and you know what I mean? And you know, analog, deconstructing like Lego. Trust me, I'm going to make sure that this guy is not messing around with anything, because I tell you something.
You just got to hold them accountable.
You have to hold them accountable, bruv. Because at the end of the day, I don't really want to go into talking about my child having intercourse. That's just insane right now. I can't even have that in my mind. Can't have that in my mind.
What is wrong?
There's no space for that in my mind at all. However,
what about the son?
Oh, Cameron. Oh man.
What about your son?
That's another conversation for another day. Hopefully, he's not on that level. I told you today. I'm putting today, man. I told you I've had a good week. I've had a good week today. I've had a good week, and I'm just like, you know. But anyway, listen. Women have 32 different flavors of contraception, man.
What?
Huh?
Look, listen. Like us guys have one, yeah. Women have many. Women have
lost,
many
man,
different.
lost.
So what I'm saying, what I'm trying to get at. Maybe I'm going off topic. But what I'm trying to say now, what I'm going off now. These days, if women are pregnant, it's because they want to be pregnant, man. And right now, me personally, when it comes to my child. If it ain't marriage first, there's nothing happening before that, man. You're not gonna have a child to derail your career or like derail your life or college or education or even my eldest right now. She's literally a little drama queen, but I can see her being on the stage and doing acting and going to the Oscars, and I can see her doing musicals. Cause all she does is sing "Let It Go" by Frozen. That drives me flipping mad all day.
Yeah.
How many times has like Chloe done that? Sing
All
Let
the
It
time.
Go.
Well, it's Charlotte at the minute. All the time, yeah, man.
And it's not even Let It Go was the first one. Frozen 2 is Into the Unknown. You see that one?
Yeah.
It just drives me mad.
Into the unknown.
Please don't. Stop it, man. But my thing is, right now, I can see a talent already, and she's only 4 years old. I can see a talent already.
So she got to 19. She said, "Dad, I'm pregnant."
No.
What do you say?
No.
No, it's already past now. What are you going to say now?
I'll have that conversation way before then. And if that comes to that part, it's going to have to be a mirror from what John said. You know what? Right. You know how I feel about it. I see where your career is going. I see where you're going. And not just that, your younger sister is learning from you as well. And I don't want to see her go down that road anymore. So you know what? You go speak to your mother. You got to have that conversation with your mum.
So
because as a man, we don't have any control over.
So she said, "Daddy, I want to keep it."
Those are the words I don't want to hear, boy.
I'm just being real because it could happen. What are you going to say? This is another topic.
If Aaliyah said that,
yeah.
Then no, I've already answered it. You know, I'll say, all right, cool. I'd be like, listen. Like, I'd say to her straight up, okay, so you're gonna look after this child. Let's do a list.
Yeah, you have already said that. Yeah.
Let's do a list.
Yeah.
Do a list. How you gonna look after this child?
Yeah.
Have you got a job? No.
Yeah.
So how you gonna look after this child?
Yeah. I'll get a job, Dad.
Okay. So bearing in mind, you'll get a job, then you got to come off in 9 months' time. Who's going to employ you? You're unemployable right now.
Yeah.
So who's going to employ you to put you on maternity leave, to pay you for not being here? And then what happens when you go back to work? You need to find childcare.
You got to drop the real bombs.
Yeah.
Real bombs.
The
Yeah.
real
Childcare.
bombs.
Let's talk finance. And then when she looks at me, I'm going to still out. All right, cool. You do you got. Remember, I don't have no room in my house for another child. So you and your child will have to move out. That means you got to go set your name down on some cancel list, do what you got to do. Because I told you what I want from you. And if you're not willing to do that, that's fine. But now you're an adult. Get on with it. Simple as that, man.
When you go from kidulthood to adulthood, and
don't get me wrong, I wouldn't wash my hands off her. You know, I'll say to her, look, I'll support you where I can. But listen, I've got a plan. And my plan is very simple. In 18 years' time, not even that, less than that, because Charlotte will be what? So we're looking at 16 years' time. The kids are on their own. Like, they live there, but it's one of the things where I'm pissing off on holiday with my wife and leaving the kids at home. They're doing what they're doing. I want my life back.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that, man.
I don't want to having to look after another kid. Especially that it's not mine. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be on the...
John is a granddad. Kaiser.
It's just not going to happen. So, you know, hopefully enough, though, I've spoken to her enough for her to understand what it should be given up. And it's a big decision for her to make because it's like, all right, okay, the pros are... If I do what Dad said, I might not be able to have kids later on. It could affect my body. It could, but it could not. There is that, because abortion is a thing of when you have that, you can. Some women find it difficult to get pregnant again when they really want kids. So that's what she has to weigh up.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to you, your future is here. All you've got to do is take it. Right? You do that future's gone. Now you have to do what I'm doing. You have to graft. You got to work. You got to find a job. You got to get good at a profession. And I don't want that from you. I want you to be here at 30 years old and not having to worry about money or anything, you're good.
Then you can
Go and do what you got to do. Yeah.
That's the blessing out of it. The graft.
Yeah.
Like for me, I would love to retire. Like when I'm 35,
Yeah.
40.
She
I would
could
love to retire.
Yeah.
And she's in a perfect opportunity to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
And Janie just messaged me. Obviously, he's there. So does it really come down to money? Massively. So
100%.
Finance.
Do you know how much you cost? Jaden, do you know how much you cost?
Let me tell you something. I went from full-time work to self-employed work just so I don't have to pay all this child support.
How old is Jaden, Ryan?
16.
Right, 16. Yeah. So let's say Jaden needs trainers, jumper, tracksuit. How much is it costing you, man? Give me a rough figure. How much you're spending? Since he was born. Just not even since he was born. Let's just say you need to go out and buy some clothes today. Tomorrow.
Well, look how much is that? So if I'm buying a tracksuit, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
£40 for the top, £40, £80.
And them trainers are about 80, 90 quid.
So £200.
Right, so that's £200 just for your attire. And you're telling me, is it about money?
But also, it's not just about money. It's not just about money either. Money's a big thing, but also because we're talking about having kids young, right?
Yeah.
So it's about your development.
Yes.
In that time. And you can't get that back.
Yeah.
Like, you're only 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Once in that body. Yeah, whether you come back or not, I don't know. What's that? Yeah, so I don't know what he's talking about, but a 16-year-old talk there. But what I'm saying is you're only 16 to 21 once.
Yeah.
And that's when I believe where your development is crucial, especially if you want to get into like a sport or an industry.
Yeah.
Because you're fresh, you're young, you're hungry.
Yes.
As soon as you get distracted with other things, then it can... Because I've heard loads of stories. Oh, I did this, but what happened? I had a girl and we did this and that messed up my career.
Yeah.
So amount of times I've heard that. Yeah. At the time, you might think, no, I can do both, but you can't. You can't. You can't do both.
You need to...
It might happen later down the line, but that boat might have sold already.
Yep.
What about the late nights of feeding the baby?
Late nights, going to bed late.
Every 3 hours.
You got to get up for training. You got to get up for training, say 7 in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, teething is terrible.
Exactly. So, like,
awful.
Let me give an example. Anthony Joshua, okay? Because I know Jaden looks up to him as a boxer. He's got a kid, but how old is he? His kid, his son. Right. So he had about 24.
So he started late, innit?
He started a little, but he developed. He got it to the Olympics. He done the grafting. He done his boxing. He got his name out there. Become a professional, and then he had a kid.
Yeah.
That
still a bit young.
Yeah, still a bit young, but he still did his. He still got himself.
The core bits.
The core, that beginning part is so critical, especially in a sport where you have to do it when you're young.
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah. You don't do, if you're over 30 and you're trying to get into it, you're not going to make a lot from it. But he did it still a bit young, but he still did it after the core part of development. And that's why I say you're not, it's very hard to become successful if you have that distraction.
Yes.
If you want to get to the top, say.
Yes.
And anyone that gets into the industry of boxing, athletics, football, you want to get to the top. As simple as, because that's where the money is.
Yep.
Yeah, athletics, it's hard to get the money. You have to be at the top.
Yep.
Boxing, same. You have to be at the top to get any kind of money.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very hard graft. And it's a hard sport, so you have to train properly. It's one of the toughest sports. For me personally, I've done both sports. They're both the same. I've done 400-meter training and I've done boxing. They are both so tough. Yeah. Because it's all endurance stuff. And you need to be on top of your game. You can't have that kind of stuff. So yes, it's about money, but it's also about the development as well, because you only get that once.
100%.
Future. Think about the consequences of your decisions instead of the decisions.
Yeah, that's massive.
And guys, what you have to understand, I think, guys more than girls, is the girls come and go.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And it's all the same. Make no mistake about it. Now, if you really want me to elaborate further, I will.
What,
Want
on
me to elaborate?
OnlyFans? On OnlyFans?
No, I'll do it here. I'll do it.
Give him a little taster.
It's all the same. It's a wet, warm hole. And it lasts for however long you can last, and then it's done. And then you go back to doing whatever it is you're doing. And if you don't pull out or you don't take the right precaution, you are locked in to that for 18 years for that little pleasure of that wet, warm hole. Right? Get your shit together.
Wet, warm.
And girls, it's the same. Girls, you know, I've got daughters, so I need to flip the script here. Girls, it's the same thing, right? Men come and go. Facts, right? I was that guy, and I'm telling you, I'm a bad guy in a lot of girl stories. I am. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, let's be honest here. Let's be really honest. I'm a bad guy there'll be a lot of girls out there be like, that John's a prick. But I weren't ready, and you know, obviously it is what it is, but that's another story. But the bottom line is, we come and go. Make the right decision
For yourself.
for yourself, and understand what it is. And if you are listening, what I need you both, girls and boys, to understand this. If you go down that route, you are locked into 18 years plus. Right? Yes, there are some very great moments. I have great moments with my children, but I had Aaliyah at 21, and the first thing I said when her mum said to me she's pregnant, how am I going to look after her? I can't even look after myself. And it's a problem when you're just like, at 21, I'm just barely 21. I wasn't even 21 yet. She told me at 20.
Let me show you a picture.
And I was just like, wow.
Let me show you. This is Jaden and myself, yeah?
Yeah.
Look how young I look there.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Baby, man.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
What did I know then?
Yeah. You just knew the right team to support. That was it.
In the Arsenal top, yeah?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And let alone raising a girl. You know what I mean? It's scary because now I'm raising a girl, and at that time I was out doing madness. And that's when my whole view started to change as well, because it was like, do I want my girls to be treated like this? I've got to sort my shit out. Like, I've got to do better, because I am a strong believer in karma. I am. So it's like, I know, because I haven't received it fully yet, so I know it's probably going to come through in a different way, right? It's a problem for me. I worry about these things.
Every day.
You think I don't worry? I worry, right? I worry. So I
Has the
try.
Valentine's one come yet?
Oh, don't. That's the one. But that's why I tried to prepare earlier. And I've said to her, listen, look, I've been a bad guy in certain girl stories. This is why I can tell you certain things. I can say certain things.
Yeah.
Oh, mum's never spoke bad about you. Yeah. Because she was one of the lucky ones. You know, but it just take time and think about your movement and think about your future.
Consequences.
This whole podcast, we've been talking nonsense. This is the realest thing any of us will say to anyone listening, any girl listening, any boy listening. This is the realest thing.
That's young.
Right? Watch yourself, look after yourself, make the right decision. And I think on that note, we're going to go straight, man. We're done here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. Straight to the old protein thing. Let's get it.
All right, that was an interesting episode right there. Very interesting.
Colin's the MVP.
All right, this section is sponsored by Protein Point. Go down to your local Protein Point store for all your supplement needs. Your EAAs.
That's right.
There you go. And all your protein supplements as well. You can find your local stores in East London and Essex. And if you want to hit them up, you go to the Instagram, which is Protein Point UK. Right. This is Ryan's Fitness Lounge on the Press Pause Network. Don't get offended. Let's go. Anyone got anything that they want to share or ask a question to Ryan to? The court is open.
How's your running coming along?
Not bad. I'm doing okay. I managed to get all last week done, which was really, really good. I rested today and yesterday, so now I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. But it's coming along a lot better. That app's helped me massively because the first one I took, I swear I was gonna die, man.
Wait, do you actually run 5K?
On
the first app?
At the end.
What you do,
So where do you describe it? Like,
you just build up. So it's like you walk majority of it on the first go.
yeah.
You just walk it. You do, I think it's 90 seconds running or 60 seconds running, then you stop, you walk for like 120, you run again.
And someone's talking to you.
Yeah.
The
In your
woman's
ears.
talking to you, telling you what to do.
Yeah. And it's
It's called Couch to 5K. So by the end of the how many
I should
days
be able
it
to
is,
run it straight.
5K straight. Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't got there yet. I mean, I've done about 3 consistent.
Oh, right.
And then when I get to about, right, let me just slow it down again. So I mean, I should probably, but I had a bit of a relaxer when I
It's Christmas,
didn't do
wasn't
it.
it?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
do it for like a couple of days,
Oh, I see.
and I felt that when I went back to it. So technically, the time I did it started from, I should be able to run 5K now. I'm not there yet, but I can already feel my body getting better at it. Like my cardiovascular system's a lot more, the endurance is there, but it was so hard at the start.
So what's the actual duration? What is there like meant to be an amount of time that you're meant to be able to do it like straight, or it's just
I think it's a personal thing. I mean, I haven't set myself any goals of, I just want to be able to run 5K. I don't care how long it takes me. I want to be able to consistently just run without stopping and feeling like I'm going to have a heart attack.
So say if it took you 20 years, are you still going to
No, it's still going to take me 20 years though. I mean, realistically,
How much are you weighing now?
I haven't weighed myself in a minute. But I mean, the last time I did, I was I think I was like 17 or 18 stone.
So I guarantee, obviously, if you lose some
But I can
weight-
feel the weight as well. You know when I'm running?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like I can feel the weight on me. And it's like,
Yeah, you drop that weight, you drop about a stone
I'll be all right.
through
innit?
food,
Yeah.
those running is going to become easy.
Yeah. So I'm eating a lot better
Right,
now.
okay, good.
More veg, less rice.
Yeah.
I do a lot of meat, chicken more than anything.
So what I say to people, swap it. Like if before you're having more rice than veg, swap that round.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll have a plate of rice.
easy,
I'm
innit?
black-headed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just get loads of rice with everything. You know what I mean? And it's like I had to cut it out because where Susanna, because it's quite weird. Now, this is weird, right? My partner's white. So I cook a lot of Caribbean cuisines, and it's like things that doesn't affect my body, it affects hers. And it's quite weird because it's like, she'll be like the other day I had yellow yam and saltfish. And I had that, and then I had it again the other day. And then she was like, I'm putting on weight. Do you see? And I'm like, this don't affect me. It's like, our bodies are different to that kind of cuisine. And it's like, she's not used to it, so she puts on the weight quick.
Oh, so it's quite carb sensitive.
So she had to she goes, John, I can't have this no more.
Yeah, it's a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
Like Caribbean food is loads of carbs.
Yes.
Hence why, there's a lot of big Caribbean people.
Yeah.
No, it's
The food's so good, man.
yeah, because the food's so tasty, you have a lot of it.
Yeah.
You have big plates. You might only eat twice a day, but you're having a lot in
Yes.
those plates, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies. It's a double whammy, on the negative side, because you're having you're only eating once or twice.
We're having
And when
large amounts.
And when you're having
Yes.
large amounts, and not just the large amounts of food, large amounts of carbohydrates,
Yeah.
and you're not exercising. So what happens? It's just going to store as body fat.
Yeah.
Even though the carb sources are good, like you might have yam, sweet potato, they're the best because they're root vegetables.
But you have to exercise with it, innit?
Have to exercise,
Yeah.
and because you have a lot of it, yeah, especially
Black,
rice,
man.
especially
Black.
rice as well, yeah, especially rice and peas,
Yeah.
But, yeah, rice and peas together are just so carb dominant, yeah. And again, how much do you have? A lot
I
of
have
it.
a plate.
It's easy to
Yeah,
eat,
yeah.
yeah. And rice, you can typically, okay, a whole plate of rice, okay, just rice, not even the peas. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably like 300, maybe 400 grams of carb.
Yeah.
Of 400 grams in weight.
Yeah.
which you're looking at about 120 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
That's just the rice. And then you have the peas with it, the red kidney beans. So you're looking at about 140, 150 grams of carbohydrates in that one meal. Yeah, and that's not including the sauce.
So I'm clapping a lot.
It's not including the sauce. It's not including the hot sauces. Yeah, or the sweet chili, maybe. Maybe I know people mix it with ketchup. Yeah, I know some people. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Aaliyah does that, man.
Yeah, I know people that do that. Yeah. So now you're talking a lot of carbohydrates, right? And people don't realize the amount that is, and the body just can't get rid of it because you're not doing much output, especially now during lockdown. You're not doing much. So what's going to happen? You're going to very slowly, the increments of body fat starts going layer upon layer. And then 6 weeks, 2 months down the line, you look at yourself and go, whoa, what's just happened? So guys, what I say is try, and it's not as obviously as exciting, but
jogs,
swap those veg with the quantity of the carbs, and the rice, swap it with the quantity of the other way around. And you can still have your flavors in though. Yep. Still have your flavors, but just swap that macro.
I've done a lot more kale.
So swap that macronutrient, which is the carbs and the veg. Swap it around, and then you'll consume a lot more carbohydrates, and you'll start dropping body fat because carbs is the first energy source. Yeah, like I mentioned in the previous episode, it will start tapping away at the body fat, and that's the best way to get around it while still keeping flavor within your foods. You can still have the spices, and
I love my spices.
Yeah, you still can have, because that stuff is quite good for you. It does help. But that's the way around it. I mean, stay away from too many carbs. Yeah, too many. Yeah. Especially if you're very active and you're doing hard, like cycling every day, and you're very, very active. Yes, you're going to need that as an energy source. But if you're not, which typically most people are not, then you need to stop blaming. stop talking about, I need to go and do exercise. No, you just need to sort the food. Sort the food out. Simple as that. Food is what you need to look at first.
Cool. Yeah. Wicked, man.
Colin, got anything?
I think for me at the moment, it's not even really for me. It's for Mrs. Siobhan. She's on the Herbalife diet at the moment, so it's just all shakes right now.
Yeah, man. Just come off that, man. You just come off. I'm just going to be real.
Yeah.
Whoever sold the Herbalife is selling. It's a sell.
Well, you know what? Over the past, guys, so in the first week, she's doing intermittent fasting. She's done that, and she's done a whole week of about 9 days of the Herbalife, and she has had shred about good 10 kilos worth as well. But what do you reckon would be an alternative to that if she chose not to change?
See, the problem is she could lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Yes, she's gonna. I mean, I would lose a lot of weight if I didn't eat. Yeah. So what? It's simple as that. So Herbalife, yes, because it comes in, it's a shake, and it's like a certain amount of proteins, a certain amount of carbs and fats, right? Yeah. So it's basically a meal. Yeah. Yeah. But you can't. That's not sustainable.
So then when you go and have a meal,
as soon as you start to go back to normality again, either body can't digest it or it's going to put on a lot more weight. Yeah. So then you're going to go back in Herbalife. It's just this yo-yoing.
Right.
So what she needs to do is come up with a food plan, a food where it mimics maybe the Herbalife. So it mimics the amount of calories she's having. Yeah. That's the best way around.
So that's all it really is, isn't it? It's just a calorie intake.
Yes, and the macros as well. So like the proteins and the carbs and the fats. Yeah. So how much of those she's having. Yeah. Right. So, and obviously shakes. Because the thing is, Herbalife it's a sales thing. It's basically very expensive protein shakes. That's all it is. Like literally, you could go and have Cytic Nutrition. You can go and have USN, My Protein. It's all shakes. Herbalife is just because it comes with a plan of this, and they've glorified it basically. Right. Yeah. It's very expensive for a tub like that. How much? £60, 70 pounds,
something like that.
It's glorified. It's glorified protein shakes. That's all it is. You just need to. You can have, like for me personally, you can have 2 of those a day, but have food amongst it.
Yeah, she does still eat. I mean, obviously,
Right,
you know,
okay.
I'm still cooking in the house, so
Yeah.
you know, I just try to give her smaller portions compared to what I have. But but sometimes I think whether if I'm giving her small enough portions or like the portion size I'm giving, has it got too much stuff in it? I got too much calories, too much stuff in there. So I'm just trying to figure out: do I have to cook something separate for me and the kids, and then something separate for her?
Nah. You should all be able to eat the same things. Definitely, like especially for dinner. You know, like you should all be able to eat the same thing. Like my kids have the same thing. If we're having something to eat, we eat the same thing, right? Because it's normally healthy, decent stuff. Yeah. But I would say reduce on the shakes in terms of like just don't rely on them, because the mindset is to have the shakes. That's the only way I'm going to lose weight. Yeah. You don't need to have that mindset. It needs to come from, okay, what can I do to mimic these shakes? Right. So look at this scoop of shake. What's it giving me? It's giving me, I don't know, 15 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, and I don't know, 10 grams of fats. Okay, cool. Let's sort out a meal that's around that, and let's have a meal instead. Yeah. Because shakes, yes, it probably don't it's not a satisfactory. It can't satisfy you. You know, especially if you're going to do it long term, it's not doable. So I would say, try and get a food together. Food is the best thing. Like food is food, right? That's what our body needs is food. So I still have like 1 or 2 shakes a day, but that's like post workout or in the morning for breakfast. Specifically to get the protein in as quick as possible. That's the only reason. Otherwise, it will be a meal. You know. That's the way forward. This Herbalife thing, man. It really does. It really does annoy me. It really listen to this tomorrow. It really does annoy me.
I actually know someone who used to sell it. And when they were doing it, they was busting up saying like, I can't believe people buy this.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's because they employ good salespeople.
Yeah.
Simple as, you know. Simple as that.
I probably
go on, man. Go.
No. The only thing I was going to ask is, what's a good app to calculate your macros?
MyFitnessPal. Yeah, I mean, MyFitnessPal does it. You can put like how often you're going to be training, or how well if you're not training, you put your weight in, and it will come up with an estimate of how much calories you should be consuming.
Yeah,
and it would even tell you your macro breakdown as well, with like protein, fats, and carbs. Yeah. But I would say for people that most of the time these apps, yes, it gives you a good indicator, but it's kind of a rough estimate. I mean, they say like the average is 2,500 for a man, 2,000 for a woman. So if you're looking to drop body fat or you drop some weight, then for a woman, you probably look at maybe 1.5, between 1.5 and 1.6, or even lower. Some people go lower, but say average 1.5 if you wanted to drop. And for a man, you know, the 1.8, 1.9, 1,800, 900 calories. And then you're going to drop body fat. It's as simple as that. It's, as long as you're obviously, you still have to eat the right, like, you can have 2,000 calories, but have it all from fats.
Yeah.
You know, you still need to have at least a certain amount from protein and fats and carbs. And that's a long topic to explain, but just keep it simple. Keep it simple. And like you can split, you know, okay, here's quickly. So 2,000 calories, you can say, okay, I'm going to have 40% from protein. I'm going to have 30% from carbs. So that's 70%. And I'm going to have 30% from fats.
That's it.
Do it that way.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have your macros sorted. Yeah. 1 gram, quick education, 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, so now you can work it out. Okay. 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. Okay, for carbs. And 1 gram of fats is 9 calories. So now you can work out the macros for your goal as such.
Yeah.
But you can get this all on Google as well, or you just message me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or think of 449.
449. Yeah, 449. That's it. Yeah. That's the best. That's a good way of remembering it.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think we're done.
Yep.
Cameraman's packing up. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, listen, man. This is John Alexander. Don't get offended. That's the show. Press Pause Network. You know what to do. I'm out.
Chris Samuels out. Don't forget to watch Chris and Paige on YouTube. Check it out. First 4 episodes. Yeah, man. More episodes to come. Episode 5 is up. Make sure you subscribe as well to that channel, and also subscribe to the Press Pause Network, whichever you're listening on. Apple iPod, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Deezer, whatever you're listening to. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.
Yeah, yes, Colin Palmer, I'm out as well. And you know what? Like I said, I got a lot of people who actually do listen to the show and have been ordering through the website for the burritos and tacos this week. I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for ordering, and may it continue. May it continue, man. Rapstars Limited and also rapstars.net. If you're even if you're in the Rumford, Brentwood or Chelmsford area, I'll still get delivery out to you. So yeah, I'm out.
And Ryan John-Baptiste, see you next week. See you next week. Well, whatever. Chat next week. I'm out.